Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a standalone actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Every episode microplot is a complete adventure with a beginning and an end that fits into the overarching macroplot of the whole season. Because they stand sturdily on their own, you can listen to these episodes in any order and can skip any you don't enjoy. Today is a companion episode. Like a curtain rising on a stage play, the same location and non-player characters, or NPCs, have been set in place before our players arrived. How you interact with those NPCs is entirely up to you. Their fate and the outcome today are in your hands. We are joined by Avarice H.
Hi there, I'm Avarice, but you can call me Ava. And Avarice is she's a champion. So yeah, she is half fiend, half dark elf. She looks like a dark elf with bright red eyes, big black wings that are missing most of their feathers, so flightless, and golden horns. She has purple skin as well. And she's about 5'2", 95 pounds, quite skinny, and is wearing all black leather armor and dark clothes. That is Avarice.
Thank you. Parakimete or Kit Manu.
Oh, hello. My name's my name's Parakimete, or you can call me Kit if you really want to, but I don't really mind too much. Whatever makes you happy. I'm quite a small little bird person. I've got little light brown feathers. I've got green eyes, and I'm only about 2 foot tall. So if you would mind not standing on me, that'd be really quite helpful. I'm an artificer, an apprentice. I'm not qualified yet, but I like making clockwork things, and I've got some goggles on my head, and I've got a little bag that I like to carry around and put little screws and rocks and things in. So I'm a small bird.
Thank you. And Cal of the Cruds.
Hi. Cal is a Aarakocra. That's also a bird person. He is a monk, level 1. He is also the newly hired HR director at the FBK because he needs to help them change the way they are looked at by the rest of the world. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the last few seasons, the reputation of the FBK has pretty much been tanked. Lots of firebugs. He stands 4 feet 4 inches, so he's actually on the smaller side for a crud. He weighs 80 pounds. He has black eyes, and he has golden feathers. He also wears a gray pinstripe suit with a red tie. And I think that's about it. Anything else, we're going to have to figure out if it comes out in the episode or not.
All right. Well, we'll start today with a bit of meta commentary with the players. Cal and Avarice, where are your characters' tattoos of a fire-breathing kitten on a shield that marks you a member of the Fire-Breathing Kittens Guild?
Well, you see, that's interesting because he is covered in feathers. So a tattoo is not going to be very easy. And he's not going to carve up any of his beak because that's just sacrilege. So he has one of those bird tracking bracelets on his left foot. That's where it's at.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, you want to see my Fire Breathing Kittens tattoo? Proof that I'm in it. It's on the back of my right hand. It's in black ink.
Thank you for not mooning us.
Okay, so back of the hand and a metal band. Would you say that that's obvious and visible to others?
Generally, yes. Unless she's covering it, but usually she doesn't. Yeah, no. She wants people to know that she's on official business.
It is under Cal's suit leg. He'll probably flash it if he needs to, but until the reputation has been restored, he doesn't really want to advertise it too much.
Oh, okay. People might think you're there to burn stuff down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't help that a fiend has joined.
And Kit. You chose to set this game before you joined Fire Breathing Kittens. My question for you is, why does your character want to join the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild?
Oh, well, I was told that I need, what do you call them, friends?
Or enemies.
And well, that's it. Well, hopefully not. But yeah. I was told that I needed to get some friends, and apparently clockwork animals don't count. So it was either this or join the circus, and I'm much too small for the circus, so it was this.
All
There's
right.
plenty of small people and clown cars in the circus. You'd be fine there.
Yeah, but they're so angry.
Angry?
Oh yeah, they got a lot of rage in them.
All right, let's start the game. Cal and Avarice, you're outdoors. Your eyes are narrowed against the bright light of blue sky. The sound of tall grasses rustling in a gentle breeze reaches your ears. Tall yellow grasses and puddles of water extend far into the distance before reaching swamp trees. Cal and Avarice, underneath your feet, squishy wet ground squishes and squelches with each step. The mud pulls at your ankles.
Well, now I gotta get these. Oh wait, I need to do my character voice. Bleh.
Did you figure one out yet? Or
I have one. I have one.
Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, now I gotta get the dry cleaned.
Well, I don't have that problem. You see, I just have leather boots. The water slides right off of them. You see?
Look at my pants.
What are you doing wearing a suit in the swamp, huh? Especially when it's so bright out. I can't stand it. It's so bright in the overworld.
Close your eyes then.
Can't do that because I need to see.
What? You have it either way. You close your eyes and it's dark, or you open your eyes and it's bright.
If only there were a way for me to close my eyes and see. Apparently this one can do that. And she kind of like draws back her hood and you see a tiny little black and purple pseudo-dragon baby come out, has golden eyes. Apparently this one can show you what it sees, but it's too young.
Just have a third eyelid installed.
Might consider it. You know someone who installs third eyelids?
Yeah, the BK doctor, Dr. Crud.
Might have to pay him a visit then. I heard he does some kooky surgeries.
Third eyelid, duh.
So, what are we doing here again?
Everyone
this
roll
one-
initiative.
Oh, fighting.
We're getting ready to get muddy more.
Wonderful.
It's going to be a 10.
Dirty 20 for me.
Okay. All right. Ava, you're up. First, I'm going to do the round description. There are puddles of water and a lot of insects around here. You see dragonflies. You hear in the distance some kind of weird bug humming, grasses rustling, bird song. This place is rich in wildlife. History check for both of you.
Yay, more dice. I just rolled the exact same thing. What's my plus on that? 0. So that's going to be an 8.
8 for me too, total.
You guys, it was DC 5. I'm really glad it was DC 5. I was like, they can't like really fail this, but they should be able to get it. But okay.
Well, I mean, we are level 1.
You're level 1. I know. You were on your way to Dangin Town because you heard a famous adventurer was there. Okay.
Gang Town?
Dangin.
Dingan.
Yeah, I don't know. So, Ava, you're up. What do you spend your round doing?
So we rolled initiative. Is there something that, like, do I see anything starting to attack us?
No. You see what I described before? Sometimes in combat, you're just unaware and surprised.
I do a perception check to see if I can see what it is.
Oh, yeah. What's your passive perception, actually? Because this
12.
would be... Okay, and you see nothing. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what I could... But I know that something's up, right?
Nope, not necessarily.
Okay, then I'm going to ready an attack for when I see something. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do.
All right, so your trigger is when you see something that you don't currently see, you're going to attack it.
Yes, when I see something coming at me, I'm going to attack with my light crossbow.
Now, just to make everyone aware, because I see where this is going, I have 9 hit points.
I think I have the same amount. Yes, I have 9 hit points too.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, says Kit. Whack with an arrow.
Roll a new character.
Nice to meet you. Bye. So, okay, your turn has been noted. You have that action prepared with your crossbow.
Yes. If something comes to attack us, I'm going to attack it with the crossbow. Yes.
Cal,
Yes.
what do you do on your turn?
Why the hell am I walking? I have wings. I can fly. I shouldn't be this dirty.
He takes off.
Oh, you're
Goes
in the
up.
air.
Now he's in the air.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I happen to have for round 2 auto pass if they get in the air. Perception check. Seriously, good. Okay. Great job.
Yay,
You didn't know
yay
you were
me.
doing a great job, but yeah. Okay, Ava, please make a perception check. Your companion auto passed.
5.
You did not pass. Okay, so
I
pretend you don't. Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, like, I have wings too, but they're not functional. So I'm just looking at Cal with his wings. I'm just like, you could fly this whole time, really?
I forget stuff sometimes. All right. I'm trying to think of ways to make the FBK look better. So I forgot I could fly. Sue me.
Off in the distance, only Cal sees this. There is a ribbon of water between you and it, and quite some distance, but you see a pillar of smoke rising in the air.
Smoke and water. That way. You want to go?
Sure. I mean, I don't see what else is around here. Yeah, let's go.
Well, just so you know, I will be taking notes.
That's fine.
are, yes. Well, I mean, I got to do evaluations of all the employees. And I'm with you now, so this is your evaluation. Your first of many.
Alrighty then. Does it have anything to do with the fact that I'm a devil?
No, every employee is going to be subject to me.
All right. Well, where there's smoke, there's bound to be fire, and, you know, I'm drawn to it like a moth. So, yeah, let's go. Let's go check it out.
Do you move forward?
Yes.
Your foot steps upon, well, let's just say your whole body erupts in itching as fire ants swarm you. Moving to the battle page. Fire ant swarm. Okay. The fire ants are going to roll to hit you. Wow, they rolled a 19 on the dice. What's your AC?
My AC is 13. Wait,
They
what?
definitely,
yeah, 13.
You are covered in fire ants.
Oh,
They
no.
have swarmed upon you. Take 3 damage from fire ant bites. Any living creature that begins its turn with a fire ant swarm in its space must succeed on a constitution save or have disadvantage on attacks taken and received as they are pained by the bites, itching, and the ants and slapping at the ants. And now it is your turn. You are on a fire ant mound.
Out of interest, what's the record for quickest death in a season?
We're about to find out.
Do I roll a con save?
Yeah, at the start of your turn. So it is now the start of your turn. Technically, you did have a prepared action, but you didn't really see him so much as you did like...
Feel
I'll
them?
give it to you. You can attack him. Go ahead.
I
Let
mean,
your
I did
ready-
ready my crossbow.
Yeah.
How do I attack ants with a
Sure.
crossbow?
That's going to be a neat trick.
Amazingly, in 5th edition, ants can take damage from crossbows. I don't understand how, but they can. In 3.5, they were immune to piercing.
Interesting. I guess I shoot the mound.
Yeah.
I shoot for the mound. 6 plus 10.
10 damage?
No. 10 to hit.
Oh,
10 is the
okay.
attack roll.
You miss?
Yeah.
You missed the ground.
I missed. I shot at the ground. I missed. Wonderful. This is going great.
You miss a planet.
I shoot straight into hell.
Watch where you're shooting that thing.
I open a portal into hell and shoot the arrow inside it.
Yeah. And your crossbow bolt is lost to the tall grasses. Roll for the start of your turn. You get a Constitution saving throw to see whether or not you are too busy slapping at ants to have disadvantage or to have normal. You will get disadvantage if you're too busy slapping at ants.
I rolled an 18 plus 1, 19.
Oh yeah,
My
you're
con
fine.
save.
You're fine. They're biting you. You don't care. You're honey badger. Okay, now you can take your turn, and then I hope that Cal is preparing their rolls. Please pre-roll your to hit and damage, Cal. Unless, like, you could also fly away. All options. Anyway, so Ava.
Oh, I know.
I know exactly what to do.
Yeah?
So I have this spell called Vicious Mockery, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to viciously mock the ants by saying, well, now, I've seen this kind of stuff go down in hell before, and this just isn't that bad, you know? Just, I don't know. You're not trying hard enough. Try harder.
Make fun of their pinchers. They're so small.
Yeah, the fire ants in hell are so much bigger than you guys. So much more painful. Just
And
do
Vicious
better.
Mockery is 3d6?
No, it's a DC 13 Wisdom save, and it's just 1d4 psychic damage, and then has disadvantage if it fails.
Got it. They fail and
perfect.
are not immune to psychic damage in 5th edition. Look, dude, ants in 5th edition don't make a bunch of sense, but they are very offended by this Vicious Mockery and they take full damage.
And I happen to roll the max amount of damage, which is 4 points, so they take 4 points of damage, and they have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Gosh.
So I just
Alright.
insulted the ants.
Okay.
I still have my movement, right? I'm gonna move forward.
Excellent. You step off of the fire ant mound, and how far do you move? It's 20 feet wide.
That's a huge mound.
That
Yeah.
is. I move my full 30 feet wherever that gets me. Whether, like, I try to get it off of it as soon as possible. So either I'll, like, just step off of it and then go 30 feet, or I'll just go 30 feet straight. But yeah,
Yep.
going 30 feet.
You take 3 damage as the attack of opportunity you as you go past, and you are free of the fire ant mound. Cal, it is your turn.
Cal is in the air. Is there a tree within, say, 10 feet?
No, you're in a tall grasses and water swamp situation. Past the village, there are swamp trees.
Is there any place to hide, like a big rock?
Tall grass clumps, huge tall grass clumps, and under the
Oh,
water.
okay.
Under the water, you'd say would be an excellent hiding place.
Oh, I just need a quick change.
Okay.
Everest,
Is there a phone booth nearby?
exactly. Everest, I dropped my contact lens over there. I'm going to be right back, okay?
And he moves to a pile of tall grass. And he hides and does a quick change. And when he pops back out, he is now dressed in blue. I don't know if I said it before or not, but his glasses are now gone. He's got a red cape on, red boots, red gloves, and red underwear
On the outside.
on the outside, and a big red C on his chest. There's no need to fear. Super Crud is here.
That is one hell of a contact lens, super crud.
And he's going to fly over to her and pick her up away from the ants.
Excellent. Your arms or your wings, can you pick up and carry people?
I think our Kukra have arms and wings.
Claws,
Oh gosh, they do. Oh, that's
do
terrifying.
they? Let
I
me,
mean, well, Kes did.
you know what? Let's look up a picture of it real quick.
Oh, I'm horrified. Do I get to see how the bones work?
Is it a good kind of horrified, though?
Whoa.
Oh, they do have
yeah.
arms and wings.
They legit have arms and wings.
Yeah.
So yeah, easy enough. Pick her up, right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty light. I'm like 95 pounds.
Oh, you weigh more than me.
Yeah.
You know, Cal, I'm just looking up fall damage. And if you go up to 10 feet above the ground and drop Ava,
Oh yeah, she'll die.
then
Yeah,
that's
I have 3 hit
1d6
points
damage.
left. I have 3 hit points left. I'm going to put that out there.
So there would be a 2/3 chance of her dying.
So
Yeah.
now I know Kids Player wants to do the speed run for quickest character death on a new season of Fire Breathing Kittens. It's a good thing I'm DMing today. Every one of you hopefully will get to live if you play your cards right. Do you want to die, Ava?
She doesn't really want to go back to hell. She wants to stay on the material plane a bit longer.
Oh, that's true. She would just come back.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, yeah,
Foiled
she could
Kit
just
player.
come back. Yeah.
Foiled. She would just return from hell.
Hey, Kit. How much are you going to send to my PayPal account for me to drop her?
We'll discuss that afterwards.
Okay.
Listeners, if you pay enough, you can make it happen. All right, so Ava.
If you drop us a nice enough review, we will kill someone else's character.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
we'll
one's
drop
that
it.
one's just gonna
Leveled.
come back and haunt you. Or, just come back and just vibe and just be like, it doesn't matter if you kill me however many times you want, I'll be right back.
She's been killed before.
Technically, yes.
But yeah, I think Cal will end at 20 feet up in the air.
That's taller
So-
than ants.
So you want to get 2d6 falling damage.
That's what it
just to
say.
make
That's
sure.
going to be 2d6.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Ava, you are free of the fire ants. Whether or not you're still in danger, I couldn't tell you. I honestly don't know. But despite being pretty vicious, they're tiny and don't move all that quickly. A fast walk or being picked up by Supercrud takes you out of range of their nest. Okay. Off in the distance, there's a ribbon of water between you and it, and quite some more distance, but you see a pillar of smoke rising in the air. You both auto-passed your perception check just there because you're in the air above the tall grasses. Cal and Avarice, you make your way towards the swamp town of Dangan. You've heard a
Oh, not
rumor
yet.
that a
Not
strong
yet.
adventurers here. No? You're flying around
Not
a
yet.
bit?
No. He's only going to go about 30 more feet away from it where she's not going to be in any danger. Put her back on the ground. There you go, citizen. Stay away from ants. Off and away. And he takes up out of sight, changes back. And then you see Cal coming back.
Well, silly me. I forgot. I don't wear contacts. I got glasses.
Yeah, totally. That's totally what happened. He didn't just quickly change into a costume and pick me up and be all super crud. Yeah, totally. No, it's okay. Your secret's safe with me. Thanks,
Must
by the
be
way.
the hell fumes coming through your face. You're just
I do have
hallucinating.
them. Well, it's been less than a year since I went back up here. So, yeah,
Oh,
guess
look,
it could
more
be
hell fumes in the
fumes.
distance.
Yeah, let's go to those hell fumes. Yeah, I go.
Okay, we're gonna go to Kit now. Kit, you have found your way into a small swamp town that a giant sign outside had labeled Dangan. Mist fills the air. Brown shingles roof a few single-story square buildings with large front porches. The townsfolk have laid wooden boards over muddy ground to walk on.
Okay, Kit. You've been working up to this. Now all you need to do is go and walk up to someone and say hello. Okay, just say hello. So I'm going to pad my way up to the nearest person.
Yes. It is a 8-foot-tall, flat-nosed, 400-pound giant leaning against a building that says Dangan Sheriff Station on a square plaque on the shingles next to the door.
To this 8 foot tall person, what they would hear is just a very faint squeaking sort of noise.
They look down. A gruff voice calls down to you. Well, looky here. If it ain't an adventurer tourist, all by your little lonesome, aren't you? No friends to help you out?
Well, no.
He sighs and pushes himself off from the building that he had been leaning against and says, adventurers always waltzing around without a permit for their weapons are a problem here in Dangan. 'Twould be a mite shame to have to find yet another adventurer tourist 50 gold for violating our local statute. That wouldn't be you now, would it?
What? I don't think my goggles count as a weapon, do they? Haven't done any damage. Oh, isn't my beak? It's not that sharp, honest. I can only just get into soft fruit with it, and even then it goes up my nose.
Please roll a charisma saving throw. The 8-foot-tall, flat-nosed, 400-pound giant looks to the left and to the right of you. He looks you up and down, not speaking, calculating. You realize that with no friends and no body cam, he could plant a weapon on you, and whatever happens here would be a your word versus the sheriff's word, no witnesses sort of situation. What was your charisma saving throw?
7, but I would also point out that any weapon he deems to be a sensible size is about 3 times as big as I am.
Which is why he decides against it. Now, you did fail, so you feel intimidated by his authority. Take a -7 modifier to all your charisma-based skills, such as persuasion and deception, with Sheriff Niels Nuth for the rest of the adventure.
Wow.
-7?
What?
That's...
It's a problem. But you feel intimidated. But you can escape without paying a fine for having a weapon on display in the town that you just entered and didn't have time to buy a permit for. So he lets you go. But yeah, that's what failing... It has a... Remember I was talking before the game about the partial fail, all fail, you know? So you're intimidated by him, but you don't go to jail.
Well, you don't say. I'm 2 feet tall. This guy's 8 feet tall. I'd like to meet anyone my size who's not intimidated by that.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's fair.
Yeah. Welcome to town, I guess.
I thought he was going to eat him.
Same. I was like, oh no.
I thought Kit was going to get gobbled up in one chomp and, oh, sorry,
Quickest
Kit, you're out of the
character
game. Quickest character death.
Oh no.
Yeah, you mentioned the speed running, and
Yeah, exactly. You're the one who brought it up.
Half hour in, Kit's dead.
well, joke's on you. I don't make that good a meal.
Yeah, neither do I, honey.
Too skinny.
Much too small.
Not enough meat.
Chickens are about that size.
And I'm much too spicy. Yeah, like I mean, I'm bleeding from my numerous ant bites, and it's actually it's black ichor that's dripping from me. Like, yeah, no, you do not want to eat a devil.
So everyone, now that you all fear for your characters' lives except for Super Cred.
Oh, yeah. Nope, he does not.
Okay, all right. So, sorry. Welcome to level 1. I don't know. It's not. I'm not supposed to be threatening you guys. There's a villain. Okay. So everyone.
It's been a while.
Since your character died, or?
No, since level 1.
Yeah. Everyone. It's, well, hey, a lot of times people are like, I don't know what to do in your adventures, DM. And I'm like, here's some motivation.
Oh, I think Kit's motivated.
I'm motivated to go home.
Oh no, don't go home. Okay, everyone, it feels swampy. Mist fills the air. Brown shingles roof a few single-story square buildings with large front porches. The townsfolk have laid wooden boards over muddy ground to walk on. For you, the players, please all write down the following Dangan town locations. You got that pen?
I got the Dangan pen.
The Fox Club. The Sheriff's Building / Dangan Jail. The Market, which, for your picturing, is a large, single-story covered building with many market stalls inside.
Okay.
A large, long building. The Market.
A flea market.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Or a farmer's market.
Yeah. Dangan Bank. The Mayor's Mansion. And the Swamp Beyond, which has trees over in that direction.
Yeah, now you've shown me the trees.
I'm assuming we're in the swamp beyond right now.
No, you're in the Swamp Afore.
We're in the swamp before. All right. Got it.
I like my adventures to emphasize player agency, so you have the free will to go to any of these places at any point in this game. There's no job flyer today, guys. Just whatever you want to do. Who knows what that is? Apparently it's go home. I'm sorry about that. Do all the players have those locations written down?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Let's return to Cal and Everest. You have arrived at Dangantown. Because you are walking on a narrow, raised wooden walkway above swamp, there's a bit of a bottleneck getting into town, and a crowd is blocking your way. They seem to all be gathered around something, excitedly chatting.
Cal's in the air. He's not getting more mud. He's done with mud.
Okay, there's walkways, so you don't have to walk on mud now. Like, there are planks on the ground.
He's still in the air. Why walk
Okay.
when you can fly?
Yeah, pretty much. And Ava's just like walking. Yeah, she's walking. Obviously, she can't fly. So, yeah, Ava with her 3 hit points. Like, I just go up to Cal and say, well, I mean, I look up at him and say, hey, now, we're out of town. Why don't we go and find somewhere to, just lay low for a bit, rest, eat something. I could do with some food. Or just, to get out of the swamp for a minute. You'd want to get out of the swamp too, right? You don't like all the mud?
That's why I'm flying. But yeah, we can find some place. Okay, I'm gonna down here. Drunk person? Question mark. Still figuring that one out.
Oh, me? Ask me if I drink? Heck, sometimes.
Look, I am doing my job, and I am evaluating you.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was something that we're supposed to be doing in this town. Well,
Not walk
maybe
through anthills.
Yeah, probably not anthill. I don't know how I didn't see that, honestly. Like, it was right in front of me.
Look,
Yeah.
I see a sign that says the Fox Club. Let's go get your drink.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
And they're trying to head there, but there's a crowd blocking your way on, unless you want to hop into, it's like wet down there. So, Kit, you also have made your way onto the plank walkway this town uses for roads. There is a large crowd chatting excitedly. So you picture you're on the other end of the crowd.
Well, I can't get through that. No chance. Maybe I'll just wait until everyone's gone.
Okay. Everyone, please make a perception check. Let's see what you can see. Har har.
Since I'm in the air, do I get advantage?
Yeah.
I rolled 11.
16 for Kit, I believe.
I am zooming
16.
into my character sheet so I can actually read it. Perception +3, 21.
Wow. Yeah. All of you are very perceptive. From the air for Cal, from beneath knees for Kit, and in between heads for Ava, you hear one person say to another, "You said that a famous adventurer had come to town?" The other person says, "It's the Reveler." You all, with great perception, see a 6 5 inch tall, 200-pound half-elf, roughly 40 years old, but he's taken great care of himself. He's muscular and stands confidently. He has black hair with a bit of salt and pepper charmingly speckled at his temples, tanned skin, blue eyes. His voice is captivating. Please make a wisdom saving throw, everybody.
Wisdom. Oh, one of my finest stats.
Ooh.
9.
19 for Kit, actually.
20 for Cal. Dirty 20.
Okay. All 3 of you draw closer, captivated, enchanted by this man's charisma. The Reveler, you heard he throws the best parties. There might be people to the left and right and all around you, but who cares? You want to get closer to hear what he's saying. You elbow your way forward. And Kit, do you have hands?
Well, I mean, I don't like to talk about it, but well, not in the way that you would understand hands, but I can use tools, but they've got to be like special.
Is it
sort
like
of tools.
pterodactyls, where you got little hands on the ends of your wings?
Well, it's kind of rude to show them, so I like to keep them to myself.
Or is it like use your beak to manipulate things? Or like your feet? Like kind of like parrots do?
Yeah, a little bit of both,
I see.
Whatever works.
How would you excitedly push your way through a crowd?
There's no such thing as excitedly being anywhere near a crowd.
Unfortunately,
Especially when-
with your failure in this wisdom saving throw, you're very excited and moving your way forward through a crowd. Can you describe what that looks like for a little kiwi bird?
Well, at most, once again, the excitement is probably more just to get some fresh air rather than actually being part of a crowd. But I would probably say that we just are kind of going, in between people's legs and hoping that no one moves or sits down or, combusts spontaneously.
Okay, no one's combusting spontaneously. And then Cal and Ava, how are you moving closer through this crowd? You're very excited.
I am going to do like I really want to get to through the crowd quickly, so I'll do a mixture of glaring at people to like make them make me pass. And then also like dancing a really weird kind of jerky dance that I learned in hell. Because, you know, like if you're dancing and like you're like really like getting down and moving a lot, people are going to get out of their way for you, either because they don't want to get hit or because they see you dancing and just like, oh, what's this? So that's how I'm making my way through.
And Cal.
Cal's just going to fly right up to him, and if nobody stops him, land on his left shoulder.
Okay, you're approaching. You're not there yet. Everyone, do another wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god. 3.
5.
I should have gotten better wisdom, man.
It hovered for a moment on 20, but then it switched over to 2. So that's 4.
This is just the most charming person.
Okay, now you might not all be shoving people, but you're pecking at feet, you're dancing aggressively, like butt pushing someone out of the way, and you're flying over heads and like not caring that you're skimming heads with your wings. You must get closer. You've moved on to the, you know, you're pushing your way forward. You draw closer, captivated, enchanted by this man's charisma. Lovely, shouts a person from the crowd. Cool, shouts another. Why is your heart beating this fast? There might be people to the left and right all around you, but who cares? You want to get closer to hear what he's saying. You push someone a bit. You know what? You push them a little bit harder. They need to get out of your way. You shove someone. Cal and Avarice, you have... Cal has knocked someone in the head with their wings, and Avarice has stepped very close to a small bird. Kit, a foot passes too close to you, and you're swept up with it. With a lurch, your view of the handsome man lurches into a view of the blue sky, and then pain as you're on the ground. A scraped knee and beak. Please take 1 damage. Your head is now clear, although you still feel a bit dizzy. What just happened?
She just kicked you in the head, dude.
And Cal hit Ava in the head with his wing. And
I did? Oh,
yeah,
you just said someone. You didn't say it was Ava.
It was Ava. And Ava, you, while flailing, dancing, smacked Cal in the face.
Did I take any damage from
Everyone
this?
take 1 damage.
Oh my, I have 2 hit points left.
You really
Me
should
too?
do something about that. What?
Why am I taking damage?
Because she flailed and her hand reached up in the air and she smacked
it'd
you.
probably be my wing, honestly. Like
Yeah,
I
wing.
have big wings. Like they don't have that many feathers, but I just love wings.
All of your heads are now clear, although you still feel a bit dizzy. What just happened?
I am going to just like shake it off, and then I'm gonna head straight to the person in the center, the one that charmed me, and just be like, "Hello there. Are you like an escaped succubus or something? Sorry, an incubus or something?"
Okay, that's a reaction. Kit and Cal.
Cal flies up.
Reveler, marry me. Wait, what? What? Huh? What the? You got some explaining to do.
And then I'm going to just like... I'm going to make up a word now because it sounds about right. I'm going to squivel my way through the other legs to try and get out of the crowd and into some fresh air, which just happens to be kind of, you know, around that sort of area.
Mm-hmm.
I understood squivel. You're fine.
That should be a word, honestly.
Okay, so the exact quotes that are coming at this person are...
Are you an incubus? When did you
And
get
a
out of hell?
proposal, I think there was.
Marry me. Wait, what? You have some explaining to do.
Yeah. Okay.
And then just a tiny little bird like flops out onto the deck, kind of is hyperventilating and panicked.
Your character is so cute. Okay, so he looks at Ava and Cal and chuckles and says, "Me, an
My
incubus."
name's not Chuckles.
And he smiles handsomely and says, "My name, I have some explaining to do. If I said that my name was the Reveler, would that ring a bell?"
Would it? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not from this plane. Maybe I've heard of the Reveler. I don't know if I have.
Oh, yeah. The Revelers. Yeah. The Reveler throws great parties.
I'm just gonna say, I hear you're someone who likes to throw great parties. I asked if you're an incubus because they have kind of the same effect that you do. People just want to get closer to them. I know a lot of them.
Cal takes out a bell. Ring, 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 ring.
Duh, everybody's heard of you.
And then Kit has fled. Yeah?
I'm just taking a quick rest. Yeah, don't mind me. Just need to stretch my wings.
He took a point of damage. That's like 50 points to a normal sized person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got half eaten by some ants. You know, it would be nice to just sit somewhere for a while. You know, somewhere to say, I don't know, make a way through the crowd or something so we can go to a pub.
The crowd is packing in closer and closer to this half-elf, and he is moving further away from you guys, and says, "I'm having a party at the mayor's mansion tonight. Everyone, please attend." Multiple fans say, "Of course. Oh, yeah, I'll be there." And they move away, their voices decreasing in volume in the distance, chattering excitedly about a party tonight at the mayor's mansion. You're left sitting, and you're left on the wooden planks, standing, you know, and they have moved away. So it's just you three. Everyone else seems charmed by him. Only you three aren't.
Can I do like an insight check on him to see if he really is who he says he is, or if he's just trying to be someone?
Sure.
Okay, what's my insight? 16
Well, only you can
total.
tell us.
Your insight. So that's like reading someone's body language.
Yeah, reading their body language, reading what they like, looking into what they say, trying to get a read on them, see if they're being genuine or if they're trying to appear like someone they aren't.
Yeah. So you would say that you definitely are aware that you were charmed magically, and that makes you aware that this person is not genuine. They're charming the people around them magically to make them be loved, and either they're very insecure about themselves and really want to be loved for selfless and pure reasons, or because if they don't do this, the people around them won't hang out with them because they aren't great. So your insight into this person is that they probably aren't great. Probably the opposite of great. Probably they're really bad. Yeah, that's your insight into their personality.
In other words, he's a nerd.
Maybe he's a nerd. Maybe he makes people not want to be around him for lots. Who knows? But yeah, you would say the only reason people are around him is because they're magically inclined to be.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this guy's mighty suspicious. I mean, I don't know if he's a fiend or not, but that thing that drew us toward him, that's a charm effect. That's the only reason people are gathering around him. I don't think he's really a reveler.
And Kit, you hear this. Welcome to the party.
Sorry, could you repeat that? My bag fell off and I needed to pick up all my stones and whatnot.
What? She Ava kind of looks around to see where the voice coming from and looks down and says, "Oh, hello there. Yeah, I was just saying that guy right there, he's up to some kind of nefarious deeds. Now, I don't know if it's fiendish or not, but but like him drawing people toward him, that's a magical thing. I don't think he says who he is who he says he is."
Okay, that there was a lot of words.
Basically, I don't think he's a great person.
Oh, okay.
What she's saying, Bird Brain, is idiot. He's an idiot. Leave him alone.
Yeah, pretty much. Or we should follow him, see what he's up to. I mean, I'm one to catch idiots and keep them off the streets. It's so much fun catching them and then later just making them live their worst nightmares.
Cal opens his notebook.
Offers services for free.
Oh, and I have been writing other things down. We'll find out at the end of the episode what all theirs.
So, who might you be, little bird person?
Oh, well, my name's What's my name again?
Bird brain.
Yes. Sorry, I've got to translate, So my name's Parakimite. You could call me Kit if you want. Just because, some people find Parakimite a bit difficult to say. And, I don't want to make them feel bad. Oh, okay. So, yeah.
I'll call you Kit, because you see, my name's Avarice, but you can call me Ava.
So, did you say Parakit? That's your name?
Yeah, sure. It's close enough, honestly. I don't mind. It's fine. Oh, so is Ava and
Cal.
Big Bird in a suit? Cal. Okay.
Cal.
I'll
HR
try and
manager,
remember that.
FBK. How you doing?
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Yeah, fire-breathing kittens. I just joined the guild, and he's shadowing me, apparently.
That's okay. It's okay if you didn't understand the words, because most of those were just letters.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I got you. Oh, that was in Nicomoy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm apprenticed over in Nicomoy, actually. There's a clockwork shop I apprentice at.
Do you like that?
Oh yeah, it's nice and quiet, apart from all the banging and clockwork and gongs. And I've got something for my ears. It's okay. And also, not many people come in. It's not a very good, successful shop.
Pop
So I
quiz,
don't
what
have
time
to
is
talk
it?
to people. Hang on, sorry. Say that again.
Pop quiz, what time is it?
Oh, daytime.
Cal looks up.
Correct.
So it appears. Yeah, I go to a college in Nicomoy as well. Study investigation and crime.
Oh, is that how to stop it or how to do it?
Crime. Generally how it's done. I mean, do you think a college would teach you how to be a criminal? That would be one interesting college.
I know people who've gone to those.
Huh. Do tell. I would like to know. She pulls out her own notebook.
Jenny.
Jenny. All right. I'll write that down. Now, I'm more like, I like to figure out who did it and then catch them. Because, if they were dumb enough to get caught, they shouldn't have done it.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Wait, what am I doing here? I forgot what I'm doing here. Oh, no, I think I was just sent to go and, scout out the routes to over here, because there was a trading thing that we were going to be doing, but, I can't, there's just a big town and loads of people, and I kind of got a bit lost, so I don't really know where I am. So if you could help me, get home at some point, that'd be good.
I mean, I'm going back to Nicomoy, and are you as well, Kale? You heading back to Nicomoy?
Yeah. Right after I'm done with you, I gotta keep following you until your job is done. You still
Right.
haven't told me what the job is.
I did take a job. Let's see. She rummages
Oh,
around.
you're doing the job?
Yeah, I did a job for the fire-breathing kittens, the guild. I took one off the board, I'm gonna rummage around and see if I can find the job.
Yes, you had a job flyer that was further than Dangan. It was in Emmafam Bog, and it was to catch a serial killer for a town. So you did that, and you helped catch the killer. They had been a river dolphin who was using the water of the bog to flee the scene of the crime and to create dump spots undetected.
And then we're just heading back, I guess.
I feel like that's a good Ava job. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So 20 gold each for Cal and Ava. And you're on your way back and stopping through this town because you heard there's a famous adventure. And just to
Whoa.
remind you, there's locations you can visit. Whee!
Well, yeah, we'll stop it here because Ava decided to walk through an anthill.
Yeah,
And
I don't know how I didn't see. I must have been distracted by your choosing to fly after all this time walking. I just assumed you couldn't fly and asked nothing about it. But you could just
Well.
do that the entire time.
Now you know what assume means.
Yeah, now I do. That much distracted me.
So you wanted a drink so you could
did.
drown your sorrows in ant bites. I said I saw Fox Club sign before we got so rudely interrupted by a spell.
Yeah.
Let's go get you a drink. And Turrence, Birdbrain, you want to join?
Well,
We'll
thank
get you
you.
back to Nigamway.
You've called me Birdbrain twice now. That seems like a compliment to me, but you say it like you're trying to be nasty.
Oh, it isn't meant to be a compliment.
I just say everything the exact same way. If it hurts you, I apologize. I am the best HR manager, and I will stop.
That's okay. I'm
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take it to HR, right? Wait, you are HR.
Holy cow, a character who won't call people by the wrong name if they ask.
That's
You've
okay.
seen it here, folks.
I'm just asking this all because I've after moving over here, people say things in weird ways. So I'm kind of learning to if there's something I'm not sure about, just to ask. Because usually people don't mean anything by it, but it kind of goes around in my head, and don't worry about it. But yeah, well, it's just because you're a bird as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I got a bird brain too.
Yeah, so that's kind of why I was confused.
No, that's like bird slang. I
Only
thought you
fellow
got
birds
it,
can
but
say it.
I thought you got it. But I mean, if it offends you, I apologize.
No, I was raised by dwarves, so all this kind of like slang doesn't really. I don't know it.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it too. I mean, it's been like 85 years since I've been here on this plane. Ever since then, I've just been in hell.
Why are you guys still talking in the mud? Let's just go get in.
And it's funny how we all have feathers, isn't it?
I'm going in. Bye.
I'm going in too. I want to sit somewhere
Yeah.
for an hour.
and I'm going to count your time in the Fox Club as a short rest for
Please
you.
do.
Okay. I can tell you're trying for it. Okay. Bright paint contrasts brightly on a large sign next to one of the wood-shingled buildings saying, "Welcome, adventurers." It has the small stenciled capital letter words next to the door, "The Fox Club." Hours, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday to Sunday on the shingle next to the door. And you guys said you're going in, so I'll read it. Going inside. Inside, the left wall features a long bar, while the right side features round tables with 4 chairs around them. The far back wall features the sign restrooms. Behind the bar is a swinging door that probably goes to a kitchen. A dark brown and yellow, vertically striped snake folk stands behind the bar. Like if you've ever seen a snake raise itself off the ground, she stands like that. The Fox Club's only patron sits on a stool near the back. She has large black wings folded on her back. Her bird beak is dipping into a wide-mouthed mug. She raises her head to look at you all as you open the door.
Very important question. Does the snake have arms, or is it serving with its tail?
It's using Mage Hand.
Okay.
All right, Ava, what's your poison?
Do they have poison here? You guys sell poison?
All alcohol is poison.
That's true. It's very mild.
What can I get you? And the bird in the corvid Aarakocra in the back says, "Caw! More visitors here because you're fans of Tanager Goodfellow? You're going to his party? Caw!" And the snake folk is like, "What can I get you?"
Well, I mean, I am curious. Do you have any poison besides alcohol?
Oh, just the slow kind. Oh, wait. Just the slow kind.
Interested. How much does it cost?
1 gold per beer.
All right, I'll take one of your slowest poisons then. And I pay a gold for a beer. That's a lot for a beer. It's okay. Okay.
And since it's slow, is it 1 hit point per hour?
No, it's just...
Two.
You know how some people say that there's... No, I'm not. No, this is a happy podcast. Happy. I'm not going to talk about that, but it's alcohol, okay?
Yep.
But yeah, so to recap, the bird said, "More visitors here because you're fans of Tanager Goodfellow. You're going to his party." Great. Okay. Kit, do you want anything?
Oh, well, I mean, if it's no trouble, Do you have anything with kind of like berries in? I can't really do alcohol. I'm not old enough. Also, I don't think my metabolism can sort it properly. So, no, just whatever, you know.
Okay, you get, what's that berry from IKEA? Crap.
Elderberry? Oh, lingonberry.
Lingonberry. You get lingonberries. That's a swamp berry, right? Cranberries. You get lingonberries and cranberries and swamp berries in a dish. Okay. All right. And Cal, as she serves you what you're about to order, she says, I'm surprised there were enough people to have a crowd. Tourism has been steadily decreasing ever since Sheriff Niels Snuth got reelected. And what did you order?
Water in the biggest bowl you got. I need a bath.
Oh, okay. There's, she's working on it. And as she's working on it, it's going to take some time. And the crow person says, Caw! Nah, tourism is down because we're in an MFM bog. Old Krogan is why the adventurers are disappearing. Can't have repeat business if they're getting eaten by a giant crocodile. Caw!
You said Old Krogan?
Yes, and the bath is sloshing as it's filling up.
Hold on. You said something about some Tanager Goodfellow. Is that by any chance half-elven guy? Sort of tall, heavy set, cast spells that make people attracted to him? Like
Very
at
nerdy.
least. Yeah.
Caw! Yeah, the half-elf. Caw!
So that's Tanager. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, we
Claire
don't
is
want to
mad.
have anything to do with him.
So we say there's some unnaturally charming person here and also a crocodile, you're saying? Okay.
Caw! Those adventurers always getting lost for good in the swamp. Caw! As a person who lives here, I know to have an abjuration ward put up around my small patch of land. It's the only way to keep the wilderness creatures like old Krogan out. Can't have the rabbits nibbling on your garden, you know? It's their own fault for getting lost in the swamp, she says to the bartender. Sheriff Niels isn't here to save the adventurers from old Krogan. It's foolish to even try to. Caw! So they're like talking to each other, having a conversation. The bartender's blaming the sheriff for tourism being down. The crow is saying, no, they're just getting eaten by the crocodile. Okay.
Now,
So-
is there... Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
So, I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this problem. There's a sheriff who's a jerk, a crocodile possibly eating people, and a person who's tricking everybody to thinking he's a god throwing a party at the mayor's house and has something to do with Tanager. Are all my screws tight?
Welcome to the adventure. Those are all correct.
And does any of this pay?
Yeah, exactly. Is there some reward out for catching any of them? Like, yeah.
I'll do normal stuff every adventure for the rest of the season. But like job flyers, I promise, will happen. But for now, it's just whatever you want to do.
I know. That's why we're having fun with it.
Is it like you want some adventurers to come out of the goodness of their hearts and slay the crocodile? Is this what? Yeah. What's the angle here?
Caw! There is no way in heck that you're going to slay the crocodile. I'll tell you that. Old Krogan will eat you up. Caw!
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
We probably want to leave that one alone.
Yeah, for some other adventures, maybe we don't go. We're not going to be the adventurers go missing.
You almost died by ants.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
A crocodilio has a lot more teeth than an ant.
I honestly don't know how that happened. I mean, I've done way worse things. I guess it just varies by plane. Anyways, well, let's stay here a bit longer, and then I want to see what this Tanager Goodfellow person's up to. I smell something fishy going on.
That's because he hasn't showered in a long time.
Well, I was
I don't
going to
know.
say the smell might have been. I think I've got some fish in my bag somewhere.
Oh
Can
yeah,
we
was
use
it a
those?
fish?
Oh, it's you're still alive. Okay. Does anyone have any water?
I got a bath right here.
I gesture toward the bath.
Can I put this fish in your bath? Is that
Be my
okay?
guest. I can't guarantee it'll survive.
Well, I'll drop it in there anyway, because otherwise it will definitely die.
Why do you have a live fish? Was it some assignment given to you by someone?
Honestly, I don't know. I just pick up whatever I find, and I guess I found a fish.
I have this little critter right here. I'm supposed to be keeping it alive. Hopefully, it didn't get eaten by ants. Let's see. I'm
You
gonna
want to put that in the bath too?
I'm gonna like put my hood back and see if Penny is still there. Is she still there, or has she been eaten by ants?
Yeah, she's still there.
Okay, I just like inspect her, make sure she doesn't have any ant bites. I'm just like, ugh, that helpless creature. Why do I carry? I have to. Apparently, she's gonna become powerful one day. Anyways, you want a bath? You want a bath, Penny? I'm gonna just like pick her up and put her over the water. It's like, apparently we're supposed to bathe them. I don't know. Does my pseudo dragon want a bath?
I will roll for it. What animal in real life are they most like?
I would say, a cross between a lizard, a cat, and a parrot.
Parrots like baths. Cats don't like baths, and lizards don't like baths. Okay.
Some of them do.
Well, that's a 3 on the dice. No, does not want bath.
How much damage did she take?
Does she bite me?
None.
She can only canonically do damage to me. She can't attack anything else. I just get a little nip and just like, I guess you don't want to take a bath. Oh, suit yourself. So what? I want to see what this party's all about. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I don't really like parties myself. But if there's a nice quiet spot or like a garden or something, then I can probably just go hang out in there. And then maybe if they got a fish pond, we could put this fish in the fish pond, and then it won't die.
Oh, sorry. I ate it.
I mean, that's probably okay. I don't really know what's. Let me just check my notes.
Humanoids are mostly made of water, so
Oh, I might need to get a new fish now. Apparently, I needed to take one back.
Well,
Right,
she
so-
asked you that, and you said no.
I got confused.
So, to the market?
No,
To
it
the
needs to
market.
be a
Let's
live
buy him a
fish
fish.
universe.
Okay. All right. Okay.
The mayor's house might have a fish pond with fishes in it.
Yeah.
So we go into the mayor's house or the market?
Well, we got to buy a new fish now.
Well, how about we stop by the market on after we've done everything else? Because otherwise, I'd just be carrying around a fish in my bag, and then we just it'll just be a big circle of going around and having fish die on us.
Okay, mayor's house. You stand at the end of a long curved circle of a raised driveway that leads to a white painted 2-story building with 4 columns in front. It is broad daylight and nobody is here yet.
Perfect. This is my best party ever, and no one's here.
Is the door unlocked? I'm gonna go in.
A bipedal rhinoceros in a suit stands before a red carpet style rope clipped closed before the entrance door. The rhinoceros looks you up and down. My good friends, the rhinoceros says awkwardly. The party
Hello,
is
man.
not until tonight.
The party's not until tonight. Well, where did the fellow Tanager Goodfellow or the Reveler go? We're just looking for him.
He looks left and right. He's like, I don't see him.
Insight check.
Yeah, I mean, you also don't see him, so he's just straight up telling the truth.
Okay. Actually, never mind. I'll say then. Well, obviously he's not right here, but do you know where he might be?
Not now, but I know he'll be here tonight. He throws the best parties, and you're invited. This will be a joyous night, will it not? Forget your work garments at home and come back prepared to celebrate.
Celebrate what?
The party.
What party?
Why a party?
Dress up for party.
What's the occasion?
Party. Free food, free alcohol.
And what's he getting out of it?
Party. People. Company. Togetherness.
I want to do an insight check on him to see if he really doesn't know where Tanager Goodfellow, quote unquote, is right now.
She's so mad. She wants to kill him.
5.
5 is really not great.
Yep, no.
He's telling Super the truth. Yep, the super truth. Super rhinoceros for Super Cal.
Yep. Just like, well, I mean, I can wait forever. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, you said tonight. What time? Sundown? What's the vibe?
That's right.
Sundown? All right.
Tonight.
Sorry, hello. I'm what down here? Sorry, Mr. Rhinoceros person, do you mind if we help set up? Because you've got probably quite a lot going on, and, you know, we've got another bird person and another bird person, and we got a whole flock. Flock? Do I mean flock? No.
A murder? If we were all crows, it'd be a murder.
It's a good thing you're not part of the FBK and I'm not evaluating you. I'd be writing down volunteering other people.
Please do
I'm
a
just saying,
persuasion
you know,
check,
we
Kit.
could. I'm actually quite good at doing some. You know, if you've got any mechanical things that break, or I can help fix those, like any chandeliers, or like I don't know, clockwork soldiers.
Yeah.
If you have those sorts of things up here, is it up, down, side, left? If you've got any clockwork soldiers left here, hang on. 16.
Okay. I honestly don't know what's inside. Come inside and see if there's anything that needs repairing. And the door opens. 16's good. You're inside a basically empty mayor's mansion. You enter a large room. There's an intricately patterned huge area rug on the wood floor. On the left is a staircase, and there are 2 doorways in the back and right that lead to more rooms. It's a mostly empty mansion. There is 2 staff members tidying. People are preparing food in the kitchen. It's mostly done. Do you guys need anything repaired, like clockwork or mechanical? And from the kitchen you hear, oh yes, we need the dishwasher repaired. And there's a human in the kitchen being like, are you a dishwasher repair person?
Hang on, washer. I probably can, yeah. What sort of thing does it do? Bear in mind, if it's if you're just trying to be funny, I can't fix people. So if that's what you refer to your dishwasher as, then I can't help. But if it's like a mechanical thing, then I can probably do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you can fix the dishwasher. And what's your goal with getting in the mansion before the party?
I don't know. The others seem to want to get in.
Okay. Others, what's your goal with getting in the party mansion before the party?
Carl didn't
Investigate
want to come in here.
and investigate this place, see what's going on, because something real fishy's going on. I think.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so 16 plus 6 is 22 for investigation. I'm looking for anything that's out of place, anything suspicious, any hidden things, any things that shouldn't be are where they shouldn't.
I'm going to say that you have a before, before and after. You have a before, and you're going to have advantage and +7, both, to all investigation checks that you make during the party to see the after.
Okay, cool.
Good
so I'm gonna write that
job.
down. +7 for
And advantage.
And
I really want you
advantage.
to get it.
Investigation. All right, yeah. I guess
yeah.
I'm being like, I'm gonna pretend that I'm like inspecting, looking for things to fix, I guess, while I'm doing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Kit buys you the time. Kit repairs. There was like a gear that there's a little bit rubbed on the gear that if you filed it off, made it rotate better. But actually, let's do some kind of skill check to see if your character can determine that. So what sort of skill would you use to repair a machine?
It would like... Hang on. Let me just switch back to a regular person voice. That was in no way my actual regular person voice. Particularly useful. I'm just looking at my various... I have Tinker's tools, which I can probably use to sort them out, but it refuses to tell me what would be a good idea to... So, let's just go for... It would probably be an investigation, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Yeah. Investigation. Sure. Is that tied to the skill that you... Like the ability... How do I phrase this? There's like a 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8 base ability, and the one that's tied to that skill, is that the ability that's high? Okay, so it's high because okay, perfect. Then yes.
Yeah. Just because like the examples it kind of gives for investigation. One of them is like looking at like weak points in tunnels, or like kind of looking at deductions based on like environmental things, which I reckon would work for that sort of thing. So
absolutely, yeah. Let's see your roll.
15.
15's pretty good. You pass. You find the problem with the machine. They're so lucky that you were here. And then I don't know how Cal feels about this as HR. How are
he's
you
not
doing?
an employee, so who cares?
Are you like seeing if I'm stealing from the mayor's place or something? Just like going investigating?
He's keeping a hawk eye on you.
Excellent. So as you hawk eye on Ava, I guess you can narrate exactly how you fix the dishwasher if you want, Kit.
Yeah. So it's lucky you got. I was here actually because you see this little gear over here. Yeah. There's some of the like grease that you normally use to grease it. That's kind of dried off. So what you have is like this whole thing goes. Like if you don't do it properly, so then that causes a backup in the system, and you'd probably just end up with like raw sewage everywhere, which you probably don't want on this sort of party. But luckily, I've got this little bit in my... I found this in the woods earlier. It's a little bit of beeswax. So if I just kind of like rub it on this bit, then it should spin and... See? Yeah. So all you just need to do is you just kind of keep hold of that. I'll just put that there. You keep hold of that. Then like every like couple of months or something, just open that bit up and just make sure it's all kind of spinning properly. Otherwise, you end up with I'm talking too much again, aren't I? Yeah, it's done. It's fine.
Yay! You fixed the dishwasher. You have +7 to your kitchen staff charisma checks for the rest of the adventure. They love you, especially since you worked for free. And then one tips you. They get together and they tip you 5 gold.
What do I do with this? I'll just put it in my bag. Hang on. It's gone around the back. I'm trying to swing the bag around so it goes a bit more towards my face, so I can just grab the coins with my beak and put them in the bag.
Ava and Cal are just watching awkwardly.
No,
it's not dignified.
I'm probably I guess I probably would have gone back for this, but like in the meantime, I was looking around. I was poking I was poking through a bunch of
staff.
things.
We'll put it in your bag very, very nicely of them. They're like, you're so cute.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to.
Okay, so we've made a little bit of gold. We've got a nice baseline for what the party looked like before, and we've fixed a dishwasher and established our name. Even though you're lost and wandering around, you're a good mechanic. Yeah. What are you guys up to now?
By the way, Cal, one of the things you would have seen me doing during my investigation is you had been keeping a real eye on me. The only thing, I'm not really that interested in the shiny things, the things that look expensive. I just turn them over. I did pluck a feather from myself at some point and just use it as a feather duster or like a measuring tool because I just use those as my tools.
Oh, that's fine. That doesn't screw anything up at all. So he's not interested in writing that down. But I will tell you, I got a lot of stuff here.
Okay. The only thing she would swipe is like a document or something if she sees something interesting or suspicious. But I'm assuming I haven't found any of those, just where they might be kept or something.
Correct. The mayor is clean.
Okay, cool. All right, good to know.
Threaten to steal document.
That was out of character.
That was out of character. What now? You read minds?
Yep.
And Kit, you have 5 gold coins rattling around in your bag. They could fall out at any time.
Oh, no.
Hey, kid, now you can afford a fish.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could. Maybe 2 fish if they're quite cheap fish. Hey, how much a fish?
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Okay, let's go have a look at the fish.
Market time.
The market. As you walk to the market, you pass election signs. They say, vote, sheriff.
I don't think you were registered to vote here, so...
Well, okay. I mean, if they say the sheriff's not a good person, I don't know. I mean, votes are just piece of paper, right? If you go missing, who knows?
You step inside an indoor market. People walk calmly around you shopping. The stall on the right is selling pretty dresses and fancy suits. The stall on the left is selling weapons and magical artifacts.
All right, let's go find a fish.
There's a food court, and it sells you a live fish. And that'll be 1 gold.
Okay, I'll pass over a gold, and well, I've got a bag. Do you have any water? Put the fish in.
I do, but I have not a container to put the water in.
Oh, that's okay. You can put it in my bag. It's probably okay.
Is it waterproof?
Oh, your bag quickly demonstrates that it is not water retaining.
Oh, but okay. Well, we'll make a note of that. Make big water retaining. Okay.
Maybe.
Perhaps you could find a water retaining thing and come back.
Yes. Oh. Let's have a look around, see if we can find anything to carry a fish in.
I'm sure they got a bucket somewhere.
Oh, yes, we could probably find a bucket. Let me go find a bucket somewhere. Buy a bucket.
Okay, you're walking through the aisles. From this direction, on the left is a stall selling pretty dresses and fancy suits, and on the right is a stall selling weapons, magical artifacts, swords, axes, armor, horseshoes, buckets.
That's right, the zany adventures you expect from the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. This week, buying a bucket.
Or a fish.
Next, and a fish. Next week, who knows?
The funny thing is, this is the part you added to the adventure, Kit's player. All right. A dwarf with bushy hair and beard and burnt-off eyebrows is sitting working at something in the back of a stall filled with swords, axes, armor, horseshoes, everything, including a bucket. Front and center is a black cast-iron teapot, whose gold filigree sparkles enchantingly. The dwarf sees you, Kit, and his eyes light up.
It's someone I know. I'd expect them to be able to say my name properly.
Parakamete.
He beams with pride and says,
Parakamete and friends. It looks like I didn't need to have come looking for you. Worried that you might be lost, I had been setting up shop in all these towns and asking around for you. But look at you, out adventuring in the world, growing up so well, and I see you've already made some new friends, my boy. I needn't have worried that you were alone and scared.
The dwarf limps quickly out from behind the workbench and bends to give you a hug.
Okay, which dwarf is this?
This is Andre Galvan, often just called Galvan, your dad.
Okay, I was just checking because there are 2
The limping
dwarves in my
one.
backstory. You got to make sure. You got to make sure.
Don't call the wrong one dad.
One of them your dad, the other your mortal enemy.
Well, the master, because I'm the one I'm apprenticed to is the other dwarf. So he's much of a hugger. So I like him quite a lot. Oh yeah. So I've found some friends. Actually, I'll be saying this in kind of dwarvish, naturally. So if you two don't understand dwarvish, then you're out of luck.
Nope.
Yep. I'm out of luck.
Me too.
Okay, headphones off.
Oh my gosh, they actually took their headphones off.
Yeah.
Okay.
The important thing is to decide what accent we want dwarves to be, because there are very few dwarves in FBK land. So, which accents are you more comfortable attempting?
You pick. I'll fail at everything. Equally.
Okay. I think it's probably a bit cliche to do Scottish at this stage. So how about we go for... Actually, you know what would be fun? Like a Cockney kind of... like, you want some? Come on, get on with it. That sort of thing. That can be dwarvish.
Okay. Absolutely.
All right, Dad. Found some from friends. I got some. They found me wandering around in town, and I lost a fish. But don't worry, we're on the hunt to go get a bucket so I can buy a new fish.
All right, son. I don't expect good things of me, but all right, son. I've got a bucket. And he...
Oh, you got a bucket, do you?
I've got a bucket. He gives you a bucket.
Oh, top dad.
Top son. And he's just so glad that you're not lost anymore. Headphones back on. He has a bucket now, you guys. Also,
Nice
dwarves
bucket.
speak in Cockney.
Oh, I couldn't understand anything, so I don't know the accent.
Yeah, me neither. I couldn't understand anything. You and me both, Kale.
I was just in my own little world.
Yeah, I was looking to see what kind of nice torture devices they have. Was able to find any torture devices like Iron Maidens, embalming tools, little hammers, etc.
Everything made out of iron, this store carries.
Yeah, I was going to check out their Iron Maiden.
They
for
have
sure.
one. Yep. Everything.
Yeah, I come back and there's a little smile on her face. I'm just like, you make some pretty fine steel. Kit, do you make these too? Is this your handiwork as well?
Oh well, no, that's not my kind of area. It's much more in like kind of clockwork and things. I make little toys. I quite like doing that. But the torture stuff. I don't really like the sight of blood much, so testing them is a bit of not my cup of tea.
Hey, I mean, if you ever need them to be tested, I'm sure I could find someone to test them. I mean, guess I could say I'm experienced in it. Not in this plane, but
I mean, if you want, I could probably try and build you like one or two things, but I'd have to, kind of draw up some plans and experiments and to try and just figure out how would you. You could probably make like I could make a rack, like you want one of those stretchy racks,
Oh,
where you
yeah.
make people taller. Yeah.
You can make it clockwork. Like you can make it. I mean, part of the fun is winding it up.
Yeah. So if you want, I could probably make kind of a magical one where it's like, oh, you know what I could do? I can make like one of those finger trap things where you put a finger on each one. And what if you put your fingers in them and it like made you like shorter or like taller, or maybe you couldn't get your fingers out? I could probably make one of those.
I might take you up on your offer one day. Yeah, we could make some pretty good allies.
So you've obtained a bucket. You're at the market. Later tonight, you're going to a fancy dress party. What are you doing?
Oh,
Putting the fish in the bucket.
The fish is in the bucket. The fish is quite happy.
We open up the inventory and we click on bucket and click on the well to fill the bucket with water. And then we click on the fish and we click on the bucket with water to make a fish in bucket item.
Fish and bucket, yes.
Do. Victory. You level up. You're level 2 now.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, so you said, it was a fancy dress party. Well, I'm going to fish the party. So, I mean, I want to go to the party tonight, because, I'm just very curious what's going on here in this town. But, y'all think we should dress fancy, or you think we should just be ourselves and be the ones that stick out for not being fancy?
I'm in a suit.
All right, you're already dressed the part. How about you, Kate?
Usually non-specialist clothes don't tend to, fit me. So I tend to also I'm covered in feathers. So I mostly just have my goggles, but that's for like safety purposes. So I could give those a clean, I guess. They're a bit grimy. But otherwise, I could probably find like a cape. Or something.
Sure. Well, I'm curious what they have. If they have any dresses in the color I like to wear, then I'll probably find one.
Okay, speaking of, you're at a stall right now. A 5'4", 15-year or so old human female, hardly over 100 pounds, with dirty blonde hair, pale skin, and green eyes, wearing a cotton sundress, is standing behind a counter. And as you guys muse out loud about where you're going to find a cape, and I don't know. Anyway, she perks up, looks excited, and starts busking. And she goes, "Cotton sundress is 1 gold. Elegant ball gowns, 15 gold. Top hats for 2 gold each. 1 gold for a cloak."
They have any black dresses? It's the only color Ava wears.
Yes, they do. 15 gold for an elegant black dress.
Yeah, so she'll just look and say, 15 gold, you say? I'll take that one. She just points at a random black dress.
Do you have 15 gold? Oh, yeah, you just made 20 gold. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Immediately spends all earnings.
Hey, sometimes it's important to look good.
HR examines your income to debt ratio. Okay. You have the best, elegantest black ball gown. If you want to sketch that later, you can. You possess that now. Goodbye.
All right. Perfect.
Oh, goodbye.
You're in a suit.
Mm-hmm.
And cloak? Question mark?
Yeah, well, I was thinking if you could find one that's like a canvas kind of a thing, then I can, when we're done with it, I can turn it into, I can make an extra layer in my bag so it can make it like water retaining. Yeah, just something kind of canvassy. It doesn't need to be particularly big.
Tarp.
You're wearing a shower curtain.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, half a gold. Discount.
I mean, also it is quite small, so you'd think it'd be a bit cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a fancy dress place. What do you expect? They upcharge everything.
Congratulations, you're all dressed now. Woo.
Yeah.
I already was.
I mean, so was I, but now I'm dressed fancy, and I let I kind of put my hair half up, and it's black with white streaks in it. Yeah, I'm probably when I don't have my hood on, I'm pretty hard to miss.
Okay. Where are you heading now?
What time of day is it?
There's so much time before this party, you guys.
Oh boy. Well, definitely not the swamp. There's crocodiles, there's mud, there's ants, anywhere but there. I guess either the bank or the sheriff's building. Oh, actually the sheriff's interesting. That could be another kind of lead or something. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do now?
I'm shadowing
There's
you.
not much. Okay. Well.
Won't take the lead.
Ava just looks at him, just glares just for a second. Hey, it's been a long day, all right?
It's
been a long
work
day.
on glare.
She makes her eyes glow just a tiny bit. like that. Anyways, Kit, I don't know what you want to do. I was thinking to see what the sheriff is all about, because I heard something about the sheriff, or there's a new election. Maybe there's some
is
corruption
he
going on.
the big crocodile kind of guy?
Maybe he is the crocodile that's been eating adventurers. Who knows?
Oh, he was very scary.
Yeah.
I think I saw him earlier. He tried to charge me for having weapons, but I didn't have any weapons, so he just, I don't know, said some nasty things, I think. It's all a blur. But he's very big and scary.
Big, scary, says nasty things. Worth checking it out.
That's kind of everyone.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
But yeah. I mean, if you, because I mean, don't take this the wrong way, Ava. But you are quite scary yourself. So if you could out scary the scary guy, then I think you could probably become sheriff, because I'm pretty sure that's how it works around here.
Interesting. Become sheriff of town. I could use that, you know? Sheriffs are always looking for those who don't want to do good. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, why don't we go pay the sheriff a visit, see what he's made of? The Cambion tries to out-intimidate the... I didn't get proficiency in intimidation. No.
HR's like openly admits to side hustle.
Oh, it's on there.
The sheriff's / jail. This building says Dangan Sheriff Station on a square plaque on the shingles next to the door.
I go in. Yeah, I go in.
Inside, it's relatively open concept. There is a desk near the front door and 4 barred-off cells along the back wall. One of the cells is occupied by a 5'5", tall, slender, elderly wood elf with gray and copper hair and milky eyes.
What you in for?
Do I know this person?
Ava? The elderly wood elf rubs his milky eyes as if he doesn't believe what he's seeing. Ava! Oh, wait. Accent. Okay. You did this, okay, with your British accent. I can't. It's legit. I can't. It's my worst accent. All right. Ava, it is you, my dear. He introduces himself to your friends, saying...
That's all right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Prepare. There's more.
I've heard much worse.
Okay. I am Professor Edmure So, but you can call me Ed or Professor So, whichever you prefer. He says to your friends.
What you in for?
Ed, what in the nine hells are you doing here? In a jail cell in this small town? You got some explaining to do.
Well, wanting to have a gander at Dangantown, I left Nicomoy and headed here for the weekend. I had just arrived when this strapping fellow stopped me and asked for a permit for carrying a weapon. My staff, you see. Having just arrived, I had not had time to know that I needed a permit or to get one. The tall bloke, the constable, said that ignorance was no excuse. I didn't have the gold to pay the fine, and I'm afraid I got quite carried away with my indignation, and it all went to pot. He gave me a real bollocking, so I ended up here. He gestures down at the jail bed he was sitting on inside the cell.
So, the sheriff, you're saying the sheriff arrested you for carrying a weapon without a permit?
Indeed.
I mean, I see people around with weapons around all the time. I don't understand.
Oh, do
that a
do like
thing?
a recall. You haven't. Kit told you earlier that the sheriff tried to arrest Kit for not having a permit for their weapons, but they didn't have any weapons out, so they didn't get the fine of 50 gold. That's what Kit told you earlier.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about like in Nicomoy and in other places in general. Like I'm trying to see like is like. It's just like my character is trying to see, is that a thing? Or is that like some made up thing to get more money or putting people in jail?
The second.
That's what I was suspecting. 100%. So, that is so this happened to Kit here as well, you see? And
My poor boy.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. I didn't have any weapons on me, so he just stared down at me, and I don't know. I saw my life flash before my eyes. It was very short.
I get it.
Get what?
Never mind.
Okay.
And how much is the fine?
50 gold.
50.
You just spent all yours. You can't afford it.
No, obviously I wouldn't. No, this is, I mean, you see, I'm doing this assignment for you. So she takes out Penny because I thought you were gonna give me something in return for it. What? But you got yourself in a jail cell. What's going on here?
He sits down on the bed.
Well, I mean, I guess I want to have to get you out now. This sheriff sounds mighty corrupt. I have a bone to pick with him.
Planning jail break.
Okay, actually, hold on. I have thieves' tools. Does this door have a lock on it?
Yes, it does. It is a jail cell. In fact, looking around, perception check.
I'm gonna look around to see if anyone else is.
The sheriff is right next to you.
All right, so you guys are clearly
a
wondering
19.
where did Sheriff Niels Newth go? There was quite the hubbub earlier. I missed it on account of being in this cell. But apparently, Tanager Goodfellow of the Fire-Breathing Kittens is throwing a do for everyone tonight at the mayor's mansion. The sheriff seems quite chuffed and left, proclaiming that he needed to go change into something more posh, leaving me here forgotten. I've had bugger all to do all day. And there we go. I looked up some slang. You're welcome. That's slangs. Okay, so he's not here. I've had bugger all to do all day. He's
Well,
just
you're a
sitting here alone.
prisoner anyway. You're not supposed to do anything or bugger anything.
Whoa. That's different.
So you're saying the mayor left because this Tanager Goodfellow was gonna make a party in his place? The half elf?
Yes. He's proclaiming that he needed to go change into something more posh. So yeah, you're completely alone in this jail cell, and as you take out your thieves' tools, you know that you're completely alone in this room. It's like a
Perfect.
one-room open concept sheriff's / jail.
No,
And my
she's not.
thieves'
I'm
tools.
here too.
Oh, except for your HR manager and
Just like, hey, I mean, I don't know. Are you the type that goes reporting to the law and stuff? Kale or Kay, either of you?
I have half a page here.
he's holding up a quite long list.
Well, I mean, you already have enough as it is. It looks like what's to add another thing. So then she's gonna take a few more of her feathers because she says those as her thieves' tools. She's gonna attempt to pick the lock.
This is why you can't fly.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, she learned to use her feathers as tools, and now she doesn't fly because of it. Oh boy, thieves' tools.
Breaks
great.
criminal out of jail.
Great. I rolled an 8 total. Why?
My dear, if you look, and Professor Edmure so points to, on the wall, a keyring.
You're right. There was a keyring there all along. I thought I was good with poison, but I don't know, this fire ant thing really got into my head. She's gonna just pick up the keyring and just try to just go through all the keys until she finds out which one matches his cell and let him out.
Accomplices? Are you springing this person out of jail?
So far for this, planning jailbreak, breaks criminal out of jail, couldn't pick lock, miss keyring.
I'm okay with it, just on the basis that the big crocodile man was, as I said, quite scary. So I've got no problem with helping someone get away from all the scariness.
And I'm technically just here as an observer. So
Exactly.
I'm about
Well-
to have to switch to the next page.
Well, looks like our job is done here for now. We're gonna have to find the sheriff, but you guys could just keep a little bit quiet about this.
No.
Anyways, no, you're gonna tell the sheriff.
I
you
can
are
say
gonna
I
tell
tell
the
the sheriff, but I said no. I have to write a report.
Well, as long as you don't tell the sheriff, we're good. Anyways, we gotta go hide you now.
Threatened.
I say too.
Cal.
So on their way to hide Professor Edmure So and stash him somewhere, where are you going to drop him off at?
I mean, I thought he was capable, but it looks like I was wrong. Well, we're gonna try to make it so that no one else sees him, or if they do, it's like, oh, I know. I'm going to change into my. I'm gonna go into the empty jail cell and say, if you gentlemen don't mind just going over there, I'm going to change into my dress. And I'm going to give him as much of my clothes as fit me so that he's not seen wearing what he was wearing before. And he could wear the cloak and the hood and everything. And I'll just wear my fancy dress that I bought.
Okay. So is he to leave town or go head out in somewhere or?
Do you have a way to get back to town or back somewhere else?
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, I think you can handle yourself, right? I really hope you can.
So she's instructed him to leave town. Professor Edmure So sneaks out of town. His feet clip-clopping. Have you ever run on wooden boards? There's a hollow echoing sound they make as you run. And so this old man is hobbling along as fast as he can, getting out of town. We've got Kit wearing a cape made out of a shower curtain. We've got Ava wearing her fantastic black ball gown, and Cal is taking some serious notes.
In his branded FBK notebook.
Yes, which you can find on redbubble.com. Okay, so joining us today were Cal.
Oh, somebody's in so much trouble when we get back to the guild.
Kit.
Well, I guess the good news is if it rains, then I'm going to be dry.
And Ava.
Well, while this little dragon here is a nice fashion accessory, I mean, if he dies, I won't have to take care of it anymore. I hope he doesn't die somehow. I mean, I want something nice and powerful. We'll see.
And do you have a review for us?
Oh, right, yes. Someone did leave a review for us. Thank you very much to whoever did. What's their name? Her name is Scribble267. And, yeah, Scribble267 left us a 5-star review that reads, "Great podcast!" ! I like listening to FBK while I do chores and run errands. Makes me laugh! ! Again. And yeah, thank you for that. If you want your review to be read on air, please go ahead and leave us one, preferably a 5-star one. But you know what? We'll read 1-star or 2-star reviews as well. We prefer 5-star ones. We do better job voice acting them. So yeah, leave us a review. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We hope that you're enjoying this episode of Fire Breathing Kittens. This episode's shout out is from Kilowatts26, who says, quote, "Stacy Key, Vanguard, and Minmax, big shout outs to Mecha Druid, Psychic Cleric, Living Weapon, and Anime Swordsman Artificer. Here's to the best crew a baker could ask for." End quote. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. Is their birthday coming up? A special day? We can wish them a happy message on your behalf. You can arrange for us to read your shout out on air at firebreathingkittenspodcast.com through our partnership with the website Buy Me a Coffee. Do you enjoy reading books? You can find ebooks, paperbacks, hardcovers, and audiobooks based on our adventures on Amazon.com and Audible. We also have official merchandise on Redbubble.com. Lastly, we don't pay to advertise our show, so if you know someone would smile from listening to an episode, share it with them. Thank you. Welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition today, Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We are joined again by Kit.
Oh, hello. I didn't know I was going first. Yeah, hello. I don't need to say anything else, so I'm just going to walk away now.
Cal.
So many violations.
Ava.
I don't want to go to hell just yet. I mean, go back there.
Oh, you're going.
Oh, I know I'm going. I just want to stay here for at least another 50 years.
We'll give you 15 minutes.
Everybody, please roll a d20. I will as well, and will write down my number with my giant D&D marker.
Actually, if you like, I'll just read off the violations for the recap.
Do that.
All right.
Go ahead.
We
I'm not
have
gonna
a
do it.
volunteer.
I'm not going to do it in Cal's voice because that'll hurt by the end of this, but
Yeah, no. Super cow?
I'll just do it in my normal voice.
Okay.
It's just a recap. All right, so walks through anthills. Drunk person, ? Falls in love easy. Offers services for free. Oh, and this is all Ava's violations because Kit is not part of the guild.
Okay.
Loves crime. Writes names down. Hunted endangered dolphins. Wants to be poisoned. Doesn't trust rhinos. Nosy. Wouldn't help Kit with tip. Threatened to steal documentation.
Wait, those last two are kind of... I was investigating during that time.
Didn't help with tip.
Wants to stuff ballot box. Tortures people. Threatened Kit with torture. Insulted Cal's suit. Won't take the lead. Needs to work on glare.
Not impressive enough. Needs better
Scares Kit. Openly admits to side hustle. Doesn't knock. Consorts with criminals. Planning jailbreak. Breaks criminal out of jail. Couldn't pick lock. Missed the key ring. Threatened Cal. Indifferent to health of pet.
That's me for you. Well, some of that was just was speculation, I think.
Well,
Like, come on.
he's very observant. And now I have to switch the paper over so I can continue your violations.
glare. Meets expectations.
Yeah, the real and imagined ones.
Exceeding expectations.
I think right now it does not meet expectations.
Uh-oh.
And let me tell you now, expectations were low.
Well, then, I mean, hey, okay, you're not the one. You're not the one I was offering to torture. I was offering to find people for you to torture to test out your thing and observe the effects, so you don't have to. See, I was trying to save you work.
Yeah, but you were the one who wanted me to build you a torture machine.
Oh, I mean, of course. Who wouldn't? Isn't that just every girl's dream? Have someone build them their own personal torture machine?
I mean, I wouldn't know for 4 reasons.
Likes to be tortured.
That's gotta be like the trailer, right? In this episode, you're gonna hear the following things.
Hello there. Keep on listening.
All right.
The trailer is the recap. Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
work.
So there were a few locations. Why don't you guys read off the locations and talk about whether or not you've been there?
Fox Club, yes. Sheriff's Building, jail, yes. Market, yes. Bank, no. Mayor's Mansion, yes. Swamp Beyond, no.
Yeah, so we haven't been to the bank and the swamp beyond.
And the sun is high in the sky.
Is it high noon already?
Yeah.
Wants to duel.
Well, I think you'll find it's 1:45 high noon. Oh, sorry, my watch must have stopped.
Well, then I don't quite have that ability where I just shoot my fingers and something comes out of it. Yeah. Anyways, I think we were going to look for the sheriff, but I don't know. Do you think we should just wait until tomorrow, or wait until the party? Or
We got like 6 more hours before the party.
But I guess we could just stand here quietly.
Undecisive.
Well, I'm gonna just think about what I found back at that at the mayor's mansion. I mean, I didn't find anything just yet, because, I mean, with you looking over my shoulder, didn't want to look like I was taking something. But,
Would steal if I wasn't here?
oh no, I wouldn't. There wasn't anything worth it in there that I could find.
Are you reading on my shoulder? Because I'm just saying it out loud to the audience, not you.
Maybe she is reading over your shoulder.
Reads over my shoulder.
Okay, you guys, you want to go to the bank?
Sure.
Okay. This is DM asking players. You don't have to. If you want to skip the bank and go right to the party, we can end this early, but you don't have to.
DM wants us to go to bank.
I'm just trying to think what we would want to do at the bank. Like,
Oh, yeah, good point.
none of us would have an account.
Well, it's the Bank of Guaso. You all have accounts.
Well, he may not have one yet because he's just he is such a young chick.
That's true.
He could deposit that hard-earned 3 gold that he has.
3.5 actually.
Okay, I'm sorry, 3.5.
I mean, sure, we can go and open you an account.
No, it's okay. What I was planning on making the gold into like filaments and wires and all sorts of stuff that I can use in the clockwork. It's much better at retaining heat, and it's much more malleable than quite a lot of other metals. So gold is actually quite good for these sorts of things. So
Okay, we
I
need to
don't
take
want
you
to
to
go
the
to a
bank
bank.
so you can learn what money is.
Yeah, I mean, the gold in this form, in these round forms, he can use it to buy stuff, to buy gold wires already made, instead of making it for. And unless of course, making it is what you like to do, just the wires.
well, yeah, it's kind of my deal. I like to make things.
I thought you did the tinkering, the actual building and stuff.
Yeah, that's making things.
Ooh. Well, either way, money's good because then you can get more. You can buy more stuff to build and buy more blueprints, and yeah, I mean, it's good to have money.
Oh, I don't buy blueprints. I just kind of make it up as I go along.
Huh.
Works
That is
quite nicely,
interesting.
but every single clockwork person I make has like the same weird smiley face on it. I don't understand.
It's just so happy you made it.
Do you have any on you?
Oh yeah, but I've got like maybe one on me, but it was full of. I didn't think ahead, and I poured a load of water into my bag.
Oh my gosh.
And water isn't good for clockwork.
No,
I see.
because I didn't have gold parts in there, so I had to use iron. So now it's all kind of getting all rusty.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I just thought of something. So, you know how there was this big crowd of people following that guy? I mean, that would be kind of hard to miss. Maybe, I wonder if anyone else saw a crowd of people going by.
Well, it is quite a small town, isn't it? So any large crowd would be quite easy to find.
Yeah, and she's gonna look around a bit. Are there like fewer people than there would be? Like, do I see people on the street, or like have they all gone somewhere else? Because I want to see like are all the people with this person?
At the time of the crowd, they definitely were. That's a good question if they are still now.
Yeah,
I'd say people have dispersed. They're not in, because he like went away, like he walked away and he was like, I'm having a party tonight at the mayor's mansion. And then they were like, oh, he's so nice. And then they wandered about getting changed for the party, you know, putting on their nice gowns, their best necklaces, you know.
I see. So you didn't just like take the crowd with him. We saw them dispersing.
Yeah,
a bit?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Everyone
Okay,
went
so I was
home
like-
to put on their, you know the watch that guys wear when they're not gonna break watches, the nice ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
When you're not going swimming that day, that watch, you know.
I wear the same watch all the time.
I don't like wearing watches. I've also got a phone.
You know the cufflinks you put on sometimes when you have like suit jackets. Wait, what do you wear to feel good about yourself then?
A hoodie.
Pants.
It's comfortable. It's warm.
Okay. You're in a really fancy place and you
Socks.
feel underdressed. What could you reach for that would make you feel like you fit in?
Money.
I'll put my goggles on. I see a lot of people with like spectacles and monocles and things. So I'm like, well, I don't have those. And so I've got my goggles on.
I'm picturing Elton John glasses. You look fabulous.
Oh, no, they're just kind of quite grimy, kind of greenish. Basically Weldon goggles.
Okay. And your shower curtain. Can't forget that. Okay, so
And my
everybody's
shower
dressed.
curtain, yeah.
Yeah, you guys just, I don't know. You can go to the bank, you can go to the party. I'm just your DM. What do you want to do?
I mean, I want to look around and see if I can find the sheriff, actually. Like, I've been thinking about, like, what is a good thing to do before the party? Who would I want to meet? I don't know about you guys. I want to find the sheriff, I think. You know,
I'm just shadowing you. You lead.
Yeah, like Cal's just shadowing me, but Kit, how about you? I mean, I'm open for whatever. I think I want to find the sheriff, but yeah.
Yeah, we can go find the sheriff. You know, I've got my bucket of fish, so I'm good.
Okay.
My mission complete.
Okay.
You head to the Fox Club again, the bar, where a person would stop for a pick-me-up before a party, right? Let's say they get dressed. Let's say they're ready. What are they going to do? They're going to have one before they go out, you know?
Because they're nervous. Because they're nervous.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're at the Fox Club. Just to remind you, this is a wood-shingled building, 1 story. This is funny.
This is funny because he said wishing, and I was just thinking, like, immediately, ooh, flammable.
That is what we're trying to change.
Fit right in.
I mean, if it helps, that's exactly what I thought as well. Not as Kit, but as me.
Me too.
Like,
as both player and character.
burn.
Great.
I played Gatsby for too long.
Okay, you guys are inside. The left wall features a long bar, while the right side features round tables with 4 chairs around them. The far back wall says restrooms. There's a dark brown and yellow vertically striped snake folk behind the bar, and a Mildred cow is the corvid person who is drinking in a wide-mouthed so that she can stick her beak in it. Cup, and also 8 feet tall with a flat nose, 400 pounds. Ordering a quick dose of slow poison is the sheriff.
Is that who you're looking for?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey,
Is
Sheriff,
that-
this girl's looking for you.
He slams his drink down on the bar counter and stands up, wipes his mouth, and looks at you.
Yeah, he sees a petite, like 5'2", purple-skinned, dark elf girl with black and white hair and red eyes and wings in a pretty elegant dress, and she's pretty. She has 16 charisma.
She catches your eye, yeah.
Yeah, she catches. Oh yeah, she has a little dragon on her shoulder too. Because she can't hide that anymore. So yeah, she smiles at him, just like, well, hello there, Sheriff. Yeah, I was looking for you because I wanted to talk to you. I'm curious about what you do around town and such.
You here to vote for me in the upcoming election? I do love catering to my town residents. Where do you live? Are you new here in town?
I don't live here. I'm just passing through. And yeah, I mean, my allies here as well.
You can't vote, so his face drops, and he's like, a tourist, huh? Adventurers always waltzing around without a permit for their weapons are a problem here in Dangan. That wouldn't be you now, would it? And he spits into a corner. Are you carrying any visible weapons?
See, I was, but
Cal says,
No, sir, I'm an HR manager. I'm not an adventurer.
I guess, I mean, yeah, I think I am. Like, I gave him all the gear that could fit. Like, I gave the professor a bunch of gear, but I think I'm still carrying some weapons. Or actually, hold on. No, I would have given him all of my. No.
Do you have your
I'm
crossbow?
trying to think.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing a dress. You know what? Yes.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have
like
any...
I'm wearing a dress.
you stuck it up your bonnet.
Wow. You tell me. I'm just the DM.
I have 5 hit points. I have 12 AC, and I'm unarmed. Okay, I would at least have a concealed dagger.
Okay, it's concealed. So then you have no visible weapons, right?
I hide my short sword in my wings and my feathers.
Yeah.
Like I kind of my weapons are concealed.
Okay. That wouldn't be you now, would it? And he looks you up and down. Not speaking. Calculating. Please roll a charisma saving throw as you realize that, well, you've got friends here and they would vouch for you. And the whole point of the first episode of this season of Fire Breathing Kittens is for you to realize that friends good, alone bad.
Well, actually, she
And you
described
know-
us as allies, not friends. So.
Allies good. You know
Yeah.
that if this sheriff were to say that, maybe he plants a long sword on you or something like that, you've got 2 people at least. Who knows about the townsfolk? They might be on his side. Maybe you could sway them to your side with some rumors about him. But for now, you know that you have at least 2 allies who would vouch that you do not have any weapons on you visible.
Theoretically.
So do I do it at advantage then?
Roll at
Or-
advantage.
Please be. Yes. Okay, because I rolled a 7 at first, but I rolled a natural 20, so that's a 23.
Oh my gosh, the DC was only 14. You stand firm and do not waver. He respects your response and may start to think favorably of you. Gain a +7 modifier to all your charisma-based skills such as persuasion and deception. And I'm going to say with sowing rumors, which is the mechanic that we talked about in the break, with Sheriff Niels Newth for the rest of this adventure. Also, Kit, this is your ally. You lose your disadvantage that you had against him.
Woo.
And you gain her +7. You've never felt this powerful before.
And I never will again.
So yeah, I can imagine like she's just standing there, arms crossed, just like looking, just like staring him dead in the face, unblinking as he looks her up and down. Yeah, that's what it would be with her like red eyes. Yeah, it's like seen enough.
Well, I guess that's not you this time. And he sits back down at the bar and he's like, you best get a permit before you come into town with a weapon.
So is this something you just do if someone's not from here? You check them for weapons and then arrest them if they have weapons. I mean, Kit here told me you try to do the same thing for him.
Well, we wouldn't want you getting hurt on a weapon now, so a permit's necessary to make sure that you're, gonna take care of yourself good in these swamps without getting yourself eaten by old Krogan or hurting yourself on a weapon you aren't trained in. It's for your own good, lass.
Old Krogan. Now, who is this old Krogan? I've heard this lovely bartender here speak about an old Krogan. Could you please tell us more about it? Enlighten us.
Caw! Mildred Cow is like, caw! Old Krogan is the name we give any very large alligator or crocodile in the swamp. Caw! Eating you size.
Does that include the sheriff?
Yeah, would you be old Krogan?
And just to remind you, the sheriff has, like, no nose like Voldemort.
Oh, so they're in a crocodile person?
Okay, so the sheriff is 400 pounds, 8 feet tall, and no nose. They're not a crocodile person.
I see, okay. Here I was thinking that this could be old Krogan.
No. It's
I was like-
any very large alligator or crocodile out in the swamp.
I figured it was old Krogan, too.
It was just like,
No.
takes away. Oh. Just like locks away adventures with weapons. Adventures go missing. Connections.
That would have been so much cleaner, wouldn't it?
Who shot the sheriff? Because I sure didn't shoot the deputy. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna say, so there's a new election. So are you the current sheriff, or do you want to be the sheriff? What's that all about?
After. And just for the listeners, there's an episode called Hive Mind where 12 years ago in universe, 13, oh my gosh, it's been a long time, guys.
What's
This
the time
person-
loop? Who knows?
They were at one point voted out of office, but they've been the sheriff for a few years now, and it's an election cycle again. When you abandon a town, I don't think they continue to receive passive benefit for you having been there. Things may revert back to the way they were before, eventually after a decade, right? You don't just fix society once. Sorry, it's a bummer.
Okay. And who's running against you? What are your competition?
I'm currently uncontested.
Why, did you kill him?
No.
Okay.
Insight check.
There was no contest. Your insight check is a
12.
12. Okay, that's above 10. There was no contestant. It's a small town. There's just sometimes there's only one person to vote for, and what do? You just like vote for them, you know?
Yeah. Interesting that you've been uncontested so far.
Well-
and what is... Oh, yeah, go ahead, Kale. You have something to ask.
Yeah, you wanted to run for sheriff, didn't you? Should we put your hat in the ring right now?
Well, what do you need to be a sheriff?
Breathing?
Well, you guts to live here.
Well, there's a swamp out there. You can say I live there. Who's to say I don't?
The snake puts down the bottle that she's been polishing with her mage hand and puts her mage hands on her hips. These are invisible. And says, "It would be hard to prove that you don't live there." There were no S's in that sentence.
That's true. So, yeah, I'm from the swamp.
In the swamp?
She lives at 123 Swamp Way, the deep swamp.
Yeah, it's in the swamp beyond. Not too confused with the swamp before.
Go where Ragnar lives.
Where the fire ants live.
Them
Ragnar
too.
the Blue.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, if you have a bank account in town, says the snake, surely that would prove your residency.
To the bank.
yeah, I tell you what, I think I did earn some money from a job I did, so might as well. To the bank then. We have a reason to go. Oh my gosh.
Listeners, we spent like the whole halftime thinking of a reason to go to the bank. Okay. Proof of residency. All right, you're at the bank. The story continues. Dangan's branch of the Bank of Guaso is a low one-story building with a cypress revolving front door.
In you go.
All right.
You attempt to enter the revolving front door. Dexterity saving throw?
I'm going to use a different dice for this one. Let's see if I get better luck. I mean, the natural 20 was good, but... Oh, yeah, okay. That'll be 14.
You enter the bank. Everyone else?
Also 14.
Dexterity. I got a +4 on that. 17.
You all enter the bank with no issues. There are 3 tellers' windows and a line in front of, like, what do you call that? Like a queue place in front of each of the windows. One teller's window is empty. One has a teller and a cheetah person standing in front of it. And one teller is available. The available teller is a tall, purple-skinned, hairless humanoid.
Purple skinned. We're both purple skinned. Except I got hair. Okay, I'll walk right up to the available teller and say, "Hello there. My name's Avarice H. Would like to open an account here."
Insight check.
18.
The tall, purple-skinned, hairless person looks kind of bored. Making idle small talk with you, they say, "You're not a tourist of Dangan?"
I live at 123 Swamp Avenue in the swamp beyond.
Oh, of course. Well, I just figured you'd be a tourist because this is such a fortuitous day to come visit. Did you know that Tanager Goodfellow is in town? I heard we're all invited to the party he's throwing tonight.
So I heard. Yeah. Saw that fella there as well. That's why I came into town from the swamp.
Well, all I need is a piece of mail mailed to your address or any other proof of residency. We can open your account.
All right, sounds good. Let me just rummage through to see what I have. I'm gonna go back to my companions and say, "Hey, Kit, you make things, right?" Really low.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can make things. What
You think you could make something like a letter that looks like it was mailed to that address, 123 Swamp, something? I'm trying to
easily.
remember your shot.
What do you want it written on?
I'm just gonna pull out a piece of paper here, unless you, Cal, are willing to donate some for the cause.
Falsifies official correspondence.
I'll take that as a no. I'm just gonna take out a piece of paper that I have, like, from my notebook, and, like, I'll fold it all nice and make sure it doesn't look like it's ripped out of the notebook. And, I'm just, like, I'm making it look like I'm just rummaging through my bag, you know, as I'm doing this. My back turned, all that kind of stuff. It's just like, now where did I put this letter? Rats, the ants must have gotten to it. Oh, no, might be over here. Yeah, I'll give you a piece of paper, and I'll say, anything but a notice of eviction is good.
Okay, do you want me to do, like, a note that you're allowed to vote as well?
Oh, that'd be great. In fact, like, yeah, so something that proves I'm allowed to vote.
Sort you out like a polling card or something.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll go do that. The roll would basically be a 23, like, sleight of hand.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. It looks amazing.
Yeah, because I'm basically just using a reskinned Kenku, so I've got the forgery stuff on there, so I get advantage to making forgeries or duplicates of stuff.
Well, that's awful convenient here.
Right?
Yeah.
So convenient right now. I'm just like, this bird is like, yeah.
Very good quill work, but then, full of feathers,
Exactly. Oh, this here looks like an official document. Could this be it? She's giving you a compliment, Kit, but, like, making it look like she's just still looking for something, you know? She's just, like, telling Kit, like, oh, yeah, this will do. Because she knows thieves can't. So I assume that would be, like, her thieves can't. It's just, like, telling him in code. In a way.
Meanwhile, Kit, who does not understand thieves can't, goes, yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, here it is.
Oh, must have dropped it. All right, there we go. And I'm going to take this totally legal document telling me that I'm allowed to vote and take it to the bank teller to open up the account.
All right. The teller has officially opened you an account. And then... the other teller is screaming.
Now, what's this racket all about?
It sounded like a maiden call. Oh, nope, sorry. That was wrong one.
That sounded like a meeting call.
The other teller is screaming, "We've been robbed! Someone call the sheriff!" The revolving door spins. The purple, hairless humanoid gasps and drops to the floor behind the teller's window. You don't see the cheetah person anymore. A piece of paper finishes sliding across the ground from where it had fallen off the teller's counter and comes to a rest. A bipedal deer wearing a suit rushes out of a door in the back wall and into the teller's area behind the counter, shouting, "A bank robbery!" It's a lot to take in all at once. That's the point.
Well, this is interesting. Things in this town started happening. Okay, so...
Yeah, all I wanted was to get a bucket.
All I wanted was to run for sheriff.
All I wanted was
these...
for you to pass your review.
Yeah,
Well,
we all started out with, like, small, achievable goals, and suddenly there's, like, a bank robbery.
Totally small, achievable goals. I ready my short. I like kind of start like putting my hands up, just about to take my short sword and dagger out of my wings where they're hidden, but like not yet. Like they're not out yet.
Noted. Kit and Cal.
I start forging permits for weapons.
That's actually really good.
22.
Oh my god.
Cal is observing Ava
Oh my gosh. Okay, Ava, you've got your short sword drawn. You're readied. What's your trigger?
My trigger is anyone who's running out of the bank with money or something like that. Anyone who's robbing a bank, I'm going to try to stop them.
Okay. Noted. The paper flutters and falls to the ground. The dear person who had run from a door behind the counter pats both tellers on the shoulder and asks if they're injured. The tellers, the one who had been serving you, had fallen to the ground and rises and says, oh, no, just reflex.
How many times have you been robbed? Jeez.
Is this something that happens often in this town? Sounds like your sheriff's incompetent.
All the time.
Ava for sheriff.
You really need a new sheriff.
Okay, since we're here, I'm going to use the sowing rumors mechanic of D&D. Let me flip to that page for a sec. Sowing rumors. Swaying public opinion can be an effective way to bring down a villain or elevate a friend. Spreading rumors is an efficient, if underhanded, way to accomplish that goal. Well-placed rumors can increase the subject's standing in a community or embroil someone in a scandal. A rumor needs to be simple, concrete, and hard to disprove. An effective rumor has to be believable, playing off what people want to believe about the person in question. Sowing a rumor takes a day. You've been in town a day. You know, this is smaller than a village, so that does make sense. There.
Yeah.
Justification. So you must spend some money to make people happy afterwards, so you should know that people, someone's already having a party later today, but I'm going to say that all of the conditions for sowing rumors are met. Please make a deception or persuasion check to sow your rumor about the sheriff here today.
I will make a persuasion check because first of all, it's my highest skill. And second of all, it is true. This sheriff is incompetent if robberies happen every day, to the point where the tellers are used to it. They just drop down by reflex. And also when they arrest people, I totally have real material to go off of.
And add 7 because earlier in this adventure, you earned a +7 against Sheriff Neal's.
My modifier is already +7. So I rolled a 15 +7 +7. That would be a 22, 29.
A 29 against Sheriff Neal's Newth. Holy cow. And what was it on the dice?
I rolled a 15.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is very much a pass. It was a DC 15. So I just want to say that. The tellers look at one another, and the one who had dropped to the ground thinks about how she's getting PTSD over all these bank robberies. And because, the sheriff's too busy arresting tourists to protect anyone from alligators or bank robberies.
Yeah, exactly.
And the one who sees her friend drop to the ground has empathy for her and really feels for her suffering. And then the person who is the dear person who came out from the office in the back is like, this is interfering with my profits. And all of them are going to vote for someone other than Sheriff Neal's Newth in the upcoming election. What do you have to say?
Yeah, this sheriff's mighty incompetent. And right now, the only person who's running against him is me. Wait, I don't know. I know I can make crime go down around here, but isn't there anyone else? I kind of have my own thing going on. Yeah, is there anyone else who could run for sheriff in this town and do a better job than the current one?
Oh, please help. This is in commuting distance of Nicomoy,
I guess I can make this my little side hustle. What does being sheriff pay? What are the benefits?
It pays 5,000 gold a year. That's $50,000. Yeah. I write the bank drafts for the sheriff, and I know, says the deer, that they make $50,000, which is 5,000 gold per year. There we go.
The whole point of you falsifying your documentation is to run for sheriff. That's why we're here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Not bad. You know what? Yeah, there is someone running against him. I am going to run against the sheriff. So I'm either going to die this episode or become a sheriff. Either one has been established. Go big or go home,
Don't
right?
limit yourself to just one. You can do both.
You can
Right,
go
I
into
can just come back from hell.
You can go into lots of little towns and become sheriff of all of those towns.
Honestly, that sounds like a plan.
I guess
I just need
after
to
that you can call
discredit the
yourself
current
Marshal.
all I have to do is just discredit the current ones. And
All right, so the
this is
little
great.
slip of paper fluttered to the ground and is resting on the ground.
I mean, I pick it up. I'm curious what it says.
Written on the piece of paper in poor but legible handwriting are the words, "Give me your silver and gold. This is not a joke. I'm not going to hurt you."
I show it to the rest of the party as well.
Standard bank robbery note. I'm curious
Yeah.
why you decided to campaign instead of chasing after him.
Oh, I'm going to do both. I mean, it sounds like being sheriff has its permits, and I get to put someone incompetent and a criminal behind bars. It just sounds like I can have my cake and eat it too. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty standard for a robbery. So what did they take? Can I ask the
About
people?
41 gold.
Not really worth it, is it?
Yeah.
You're level 1. Lower your expectations. You were level 20. It's a lot for level 1.
Remember, he doesn't know the value of money. He takes his money and makes it into wires.
That's true.
I mean, those
Oh,
wires
when
can
you
make
say
more
it like that, that's a lot of wires.
Yeah, it's like enough wires to go around the earth a few times. Says
I
the
wouldn't go
DM
that
who's
far.
I'm not in the story. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, level 20 to level 1, it feels rough. You're like, that's not worth it. The reward was 1 million gold the last time I DM'd.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways. Well, should we try to find out who's robbing this place, or I don't know, go campaign it? What do y'all think we should do?
Asks me what to do while shadowing.
You know, it's a mark of someone who knows how to lead, to ask other people for what they want to do. It's not like I know a lot of people who just go and do their own thing and just ask people to do whatever, and those people usually just end up rising against them. So many classic cases of that.
Thinks she's a leader.
So
Well,
even if I was, I'm doing a good job.
Well, how about what we could do is go get you elected, and then there's probably going to be another bank robbery fairly soon after, if these people are correct. So all we need to do is, admittedly, you could probably just change the locks on the doors. We'd do it.
Wait, locks on which doors? On the
All the doors.
That's interesting.
You could ask her
That
what time she gets robbed. It might be a schedule.
So yeah, have you noticed any patterns with this bank robbery? Is it like something that happens every once in a while, every day, every time? Yeah, any pattern?
I'm going to say that 18 seconds has passed because you guys have you've definitely taken up 3 rounds, right?
Oh, more
Probably,
than
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
She
definitely.
campaigned.
18 is okay. All right, 3 rounds have gone by. So that's like 3, 6, 9. That's like 90 feet of walking away. Okay. All right. So they go, there's no regular schedule. All right, as the sheriff, wouldn't you catch the criminal for us?
Oh yeah, I would, but I need some leads.
That the person running away from the bank who just robbed it is the lead.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
anyways.
want them got? We
Right,
can
yeah.
just go and sort that now if you like.
Because I thought that I didn't see anyone running out. Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, like the trigger didn't really happen. I didn't see anyone to stop, and I was like, oh, they must have left already. Okay, yeah. I'll go out and see if I can find anyone running away.
This is the obvious clue.
Ava has exited the bank. Kit
Yes.
and Cal.
Cal
Yeah,
shadowing.
I'd follow.
He's running. He's going faster.
Okay. You are all outside of the bank. A skill challenge is a storytelling scenario where the party as a whole needs to succeed 3 times on ability checks before reaching 3 failures. On your turn, set up the dilemma yourself, describe how you try to overcome it, then roll a d20 and add your ability modifier to find out if you do. This skill challenge is best out of 5. If the party gets 3 successes, you all pass and achieve a favorable result. If the party gets 3 failures, you all fail the skill challenge and something bad will happen. Each person can only use a skill, for example, athletics, once during the entire skill challenge. the same skill can't be used by two different people in a row. Spellcasters, you can expend a spell slot to gain advantage on your roll if you justify it with storytelling. Everybody, we're going to use the same initiative from before. Kit, you go first, then Ava, and then Cal.
Okay, I'd go for perception so I can, see where the person is.
Exactly. A great choice. Go ahead and roll.
That is a 21.
Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, let me write this down. That's one success. Because you perceived so well, you spotted, because you're looking around, there's a 4-town swamp, which is mostly tall grasses and patches of water. And then there's beyond the town swamp, which is trees and water. And you see a cheetah's tail towards the beyond the town swamp, which has trees and water.
I mean, also, if they're only 90 feet away, that's 27 meters. It's not that far.
It's not that far. You see a cheetah walking away from the bank pretty quickly. It's a cheetah, but not quickly enough to get out of the town entirely before you spot her.
Oh, there, over there. Look. Well, that's my job done.
Ava, what do? You can't use perception.
So how far away are they exactly? Like in terms of feet? Are they more than 60 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not going to use Vicious Mockery. I am going to use...
Well, you could probably move your 30 feet and then use it.
Oh, right, yeah. Like if I move 30 feet toward this person,
No,
could
man,
I be within
you
Vicious
spent
Mockery?
3 turns in the bank. You're going to be sheriff, but you can't use Vicious Mockery.
It's okay. It's not expending a spell slot anyway, so it wouldn't do anything for me. I am going to use... Oh, you know what? Why don't I just act the part then? Why don't I just pretend I'm the sheriff? I'm going to try to use deception. I'm going to say, stop right there in the name of the law. I am the sheriff and you are under arrest. I'm going to use deception.
Roll with, I guess you're +7 because this is involving the sheriff. Whew. Hi, DM. Why did I do this to myself?
So I rolled a 13 plus 5 plus 7.
Dear Lord.
That's a 25.
A second success. Cal, if you pass this, the skill challenge is over. How are you going to get closer to this cheetah person? She reacts with shock that there's a sheriff in town who cares? And she looks over her shoulder and you see the cheetah like, what? I thought I would just walk. I'm walking. I'm not even dashing. I'm just walking away from this bank. What? And she actually, I'm sorry, but she starts to run. She's now out of sight in the trees in the swamp because you passed your deception check. The sheriff was after her. Cal, it's up to you. She's out of sight. What do?
Cal is going to use stealth. He's going to change it to super cred, out of sight, and announce that a superhero is also here, so they better surrender. So for the stealth, it's going to be a 23.
My goodness. What is level 1? What is a DC 13 skill challenge anyway? Okay. Well, guys, you all pass. So I'm going to describe the pass scenario.
Well, can I finish describing what Cal does?
Absolutely. And please go into the swamp because you're catching her in there.
Yeah. So Cal disappears into the bank's rotary doors, and it just goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster.
Yes.
And then he pops out, hands on his hips. Never fear, Super Crud is here. Halt, dastardly non-do-gooder. And takes to the air and chases them down into the swamp.
Excellent. You two catch up to Super Cal eventually. You catch up to the cheetah person. She's trapped on the edge of a peninsula of land, surrounded by water. Tossed over one shoulder is a burlap sack with a few lumps in it, which, out of character, is, in coin rolls, about 41 silver and gold. Or no, in character, you know that too. Yeah. The cheetah person says as you all step up to her, I picture like water splashing under your feet as you step on the swampy ground. I mean, the Kiwi's making hardly a splash. Ava's making a bit more splash, and Super Cal's flying. And
Super crud.
Super crud. And you all approach the cheetah person, and she says, "You're not in uniforms. Are you with the Dangian sheriff?"
Oh, I'm just undercover.
I'm a superhero.
And she, like, Ava gets close and she doesn't want to get her dress dirty yet, so I step, like, to the edge of the swamp, I guess. Not really into the swamp.
Yeah.
Don't worry, devil person. I have this.
Kit,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Oh,
He was asleep.
I know.
I'm only a small little guy. I need regular naps. Oh, I can just, like, I don't know. Do you need me to do anything? Or
No. Okay.
I can just enjoy the quiet.
Deception check from Ava.
Okay. Are we at +7 to this too, or no?
No, it was,
Okay.
that was a bad idea.
Okay, 14. Because this time I really need it. Okay, 14 total.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right. She doesn't believe you. She's spotted the crack in the undercover cop uniform, which is, "Undercover cops work alone. Why are you with 2 allies?"
Because better to have support, so that I don't have to go in and get my dress all muddy.
She's suspicious. She notices. Now, earlier at the very beginning of this episode, I asked if you had fire-breathing kittens tattoos showing, and you said on your hand you had a tattoo. So she notices it. And she says, "Fire-breathing kittens, huh? Of all people out here in the middle of the swamp, nowhere, I run into you. Of course."
And what of it? What's wrong with fire-breathing kittens, huh?
"So you are." The cheetah person opens her mouth as if to say something, then closes it. She thinks for a second, pauses. She backs up like an inch, but she's surrounded by water on all sides, so she can't back up anywhere. She says, "There's something you should know, fire-breathing kittens. Something maybe I should tell you." Everyone, out of character, you get to choose if you're rolling a perception or a survival check. It matters. Tell me which one you're rolling and what your number is.
Oh, geez, that's a decision.
Perception and 21.
Survival with 21.
Perception 18.
Super Cal, you have super senses.
Yes.
And
And
great
it's super
choices.
crud. My mild-mannered Cal. Super crud.
Super crud. You, with your survival check that passes a 15, notice the swamp has become eerily quiet. For Kit and Ava, you notice that along with 2 long black lines on her fur, tracing the path from each eye to the edge of her mouth. If you've ever seen a cheetah, that's what a cheetah looks like. She also has a tattoo on her cheek under one eye. Super crud, I'm sorry you don't notice this, but you notice that the swamp is eerily quiet. But the other 2 notice it's like a circle with, at the 1 o'clock position, a comma coming off of the circle. The fat part of the comma is further from the circle, so now you can draw that shape. It's a circle. At the 1 o'clock position, there's a comma. The fat part of the comma is further from the circle. The cheetah person opens her mouth as if to say something. She thinks. She closes her mouth. She thinks. She pauses. "There's something you should know, fire-breathing kittens. Something I'm not supposed to tell you, but maybe I should." She backs away just a few inches, hesitating, not knowing that she's putting her foot down through duckweed into water.
Really quick?
She can, you can't, sorry, this is story elements. I know.
But before she gets eaten, he's going to swoop in.
Before she can even begin her fall, the water mounds up. Super Crud was swooping in to stop this, but he can't. Smooth at first in a hill, and then the surface breaks. The droplets spray. There's a brief glimpse of a giant alligator or crocodile jaws clamped around the cheetah's neck, her body curving in a C shape, both hands and feet clawing at the jaws. Super Crud is rushing in, but by the time he reaches her, the white foaming water is already 30 feet away from the capture point, the duckweed roiling, and then it's just ripples, and then nothing but a smooth spot of reflective water where duckweed once was.
Well, we got the bank robber, but looks like she's been eaten by old Crockham. What a day.
Well, the cat's out of the bag now.
Is there like any evidence? Like any like did she drop them?
Yeah, she dropped the bag with 41 gold, but oh my god.
I'm just like, well, she had something to tell the 5 breathing kittens, but she didn't tell it because she was eaten before then. Well, I guess one day I'll see her in hell and I'll ask her. Anyway,
Well, I guess
Case
all we need to
closed.
do now is just take the bag of gold and take it back to the town, and then we can go get you your mayorship or whatever it is, sheriff.
I'll be the I guess I'll be the sheriff.
All right, citizens, I shall leave you now. And he flies away.
Thank you, Super. Whatever your name is, Super C.
Super crud. That's super crud for you. I'm just sitting there like, what?
I knew it was going to happen.
I know. Just like, wait, hold on. What is going on here?
I knew it was leading up to it almost immediately.
Yeah, cat's out of the bag, literally. What should we do? I mean, I guess that there's the party that we could go to. We show that we solved the case. Oh boy. Okay.
Well, you hear Cal flapping his wings.
Sorry, guys. You left me in the dust back there.
Oh, Cal, where did you get to?
You guys just took off so fast, and I saw that guy in the tights and the blue and the red.
Oh, you saw him too. Good. I wasn't imagining it. That's good.
So what? So it wasn't just part of our imagination. That's good to know.
No, I saw him too. Some fella doesn't wear glasses like I do.
Yeah. You two look an awful lot similar. Yeah.
Glasses, see?
Yeah, you got the that's the wow, you're so different. Yeah. Okay, anyways.
I mean, it's a shame you missed it, Cal. He was really quite an interesting guy. You know, he was very loud, very confident. He's very, very fly kind of guy.
I mean, I thought his
think
feathers
you
were
two
a
would have
bit.
got along, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, his feathers were a bit all over the place, but
Did he eat the bank robber? What happened?
well, that bank robber idiot got themselves eaten by an old Crockham. Apparently had some secret about 5 breathing kittens that she wasn't supposed to tell us. Anyways, here's the gold.
Fail to catch bank robber.
Well, I didn't want to go in the swamp, all right?
Afraid to get dirty.
Oh, I'm not afraid. I just got a party to attend to.
Well, go return the money.
Yeah. Obviously, I have to show some people that I got the bank robber.
Oh,
So, yeah.
man, you have just cinched this election. You walk in there with that burlap sack and you're like, I'm the new sheriff, aren't I? And they're like, yeah, you are.
Pretty much.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, perfect. How else could you have impressed these people but by catching that bank robber? Wow, that's so good. I mean, sure, they got eaten by a crocodile, but like they're very used to that around here. Yeah. You return the gold. At the very end of the adventure, I have a thing to give you because being the new sheriff and etc. So but yeah, super awesome. There's a reward for returning the gold. They just need to fill out the paperwork. It's a bank. So you guys
And
can
the crime's going to go up because the sheriff's not going to be around most of the time anyway.
she can
Well,
commute to Nicomoy. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And they're gonna know that I'm gonna catch them because I'm scared. I could be scary, as you guys said. I'm gonna have like the Iron Maiden and everything. They don't want to get caught by me.
So there will be a reward. It's processing. What do you guys do now? The sun is setting. It's dark out. The paperwork took a really long time. That was the rest of the day. But you're each going to receive, let me flip to that page, hold on. Each going to receive 100 gold as thank you for stopping the crime spree.
So they've just given out
300 gold, get
worth,
back 41.
Of
Yeah.
their daily crime spree. Yeah. And it was terrorizing the tellers. They were getting PTSD and it's just, it's better to pay the mob than to face the random, right? So protection is better than no protection. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now there's a new sheriff in town and they don't have to worry about bank robberies ever again. It's really going to save them money in the long term.
There's a new sheriff in town. I had to say it. Okay. So, we still going to the party or what?
I'm shadowing.
In a ball gown.
This was all done in ball gown. Oh my god. Seriously.
And it's money now, too.
This is incredible. Okay. Yeah, I guess, there's one place left to go, and it's to find out what the heck this Tanager Goodfellow person's doing. Because, something seems amiss. Something is afoot.
Is everybody on board with that idea?
Oh, I'm just shadowing.
I'm gonna turn to Cal and say, so you're gonna write became an official in a town within less than a day? Is that something you're gonna write down or what?
No, uses old-timey detective words.
Kit, are you going to the party?
Oh, well, I can go sit outside the party because, it's probably going to be quite crowded and loud in there. But I've got my fish. I can name the fish and talk to the fish and also maybe just, I don't know, maybe teach it a trick or two.
Here, I'll give you a few of my gold so you can make them into wires.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can turn them into wires and I can...
give you,
I can start drawing up some plans for that Iron Maiden if you want. I can put wheels on one so it's portable.
Clockwork Iron Maiden with wheels sounds great to me. I give you 10 gold.
Okay. You spent the first 20 minutes of this game not talking. Are you going to spend the last 20 minutes? Because, you can go in the party if you want. It's totally player free will. If you want to not be in the party, I'll grant you that. You have free will.
It's character-wise, not a big fan of parties.
Okay, all right. Well, it was
also,
nice playing with
so
you.
many people, nobody's got any, personal space, and I get
It's
trod
a
on the
fancy
entire time.
Are you kidding? It's a fancy party. Have you ever been to a fancy party?
Worse.
People are very spaced out, and they have 20 feet in between groups of 3 people who are schmoozing over cocktails, talking about how rich they are. Oh, this is not a rave. This is the opposite. This is ball gown, governor's mansion.
You could just sit on my opposite shoulder and I could just dance and get people out of the way then. Either glare at them. I'm working on my glare as Cal suggested.
Yeah, and there's no dancing.
Crazy
they're
dancing.
This is a networking. Shall I say networking is what this is? Yeah.
You can also hide underneath her petticoat.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, big ball gown.
Yeah, I've got an elegant black ball gown.
Well, I mean, as long as there's a way for me to not have to, interact with too many people, I can do that. I can sit on your shoulder if you'd prefer.
That's pretty cute. A little kiwi on your shoulder. That's so cute. Okay. All right. You all stand at the end
Kiwi
of
and a dragon on your shoulder. I love it.
Yeah, there's a pseudo dragon on one shoulder. It may or may not have been fed today. And then there's Kit, the kiwi, on the other shoulder. Okay, you stand
Who may or may not have been fed today.
You stand at the end of a long curved circle of a raised driveway that leads to a white painted 2-story building with 4 columns in front, like the White House columns. You're at the end of this long, curved, raised driveway because there's a line of fabulously dressed people standing in front of you. Green, sparkling ball gowns as dark as the night sky, baby blue topaz cufflinks, a dazzling opal watch, a red ruby sports jacket. You look at your own outfits, and you're all fancily dressed for this. The bipedal rhinoceros in the suit stands before the red carpet-style rope clipped closed at the entrance door. The rhinoceros looks you up and down. "My good friends," the rhinoceros says, cracking open a wide smile. "Welcome!" and unclips the red carpet-style rope, gesturing for you to enter through the door, which is opened by an Asian human man in a suit. You see before you a large room. There is an intricately patterned huge area rug on the wood floor. Dozens of people are standing on that carpet, but it's spaced out. It's very large. Beyond them is a staircase on the left and 2 doorways on the back and right that lead to more rooms. Most people are carrying a drink or a small tray of tiny food.
Does this place look bigger than it was earlier?
Maybe it's just because everyone's dressed so fancy. I mean, to me, it looks a bit smaller. By the way, DM question. Do I have a sheriff's badge yet? Since I did the paperwork.
Not yet. The election hasn't happened yet, but
Okay.
you're definitely going to win it.
Oh, yeah. I can see that. That's so funny. Do I see either him, do I see anyone, recognize anyone at the ball gown, either at the party, at either him or, so, quote unquote, Tanager Goodfellow from earlier?
You look around. It's safe to assume that one of these people is the mayor, although none of them are exactly wearing a sash that says mayor on it. A 6-foot, 11-inch tall half-orc with a greenish complexion, wearing an Angora scarf and a shark-tooth necklace, and an equally as large as them suit, is talking to a black woman, and you overhear,
Thank you for your donation to the Academy.
I don't know. I got an eye roll and a knowing nod.
That's what I thought.
Everyone got one. You know, Kit got one, Ava got one, you got one.
Grandpa.
And Cal runs up and hugs him.
Oh, he hugs you back. He loves hugs. This is Crud of the
Yep.
Cruds.
The original, the OG.
Whoa.
OG crud.
Season 1.
Wow. He's the headmaster of Fire Breathing Academy and is here securing grants for the students because of course he would. He's a great headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
Getting lots of donations, Grandpa.
You know it. I don't know.
Well, I'll let you get back to it. I'm shadowing this person. Hey, you look what I just wrote.
And he like nudges you.
Bye, Grandma. Love ya.
Oh, I love you too. Bye. Aw. Okay.
I take this opportunity to get as far away as I can. Just like, now that he's left, time for some real fun. Just kidding. I do make it over to the other side, I guess, though. I kind of keep an eye on him because I'm just like, interesting. He does something that's not shadowing me today.
I'm back.
All right. Most people are carrying a drink or a small tray of food. There's even an end table with fancy patterned runner down it and round trays of tiny foods for your hungry pseudo-dragon.
Yeah, she'll just top off my shoulder and go ahead there because she hasn't been fed yet. And I'll just say, well, I guess it's time to party. Not going to be here for very long.
Can't just eat the food.
Yeah, well, the only times I've been to parties, you go and find all the food you can and then go sit in a quiet corner and eat it all and then leave.
A 6'5", 200-pound half-elf, roughly 40 years old, but he's taking great care of himself, enters the room. He's muscular and stands confidently. He has black hair with a bit of salt and pepper, charmingly speckled at his temples, tan skin, blue eyes. Seeing you, he beams with a smile. His voice is captivating as he says, "Ah, my friends from earlier. Welcome. Let's start off with a drink." He gestures towards a tray held by a polar bear person. Everyone, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20 for a total of 20.
And Kit got an 18.
Dirty 20.
Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, actually, I've got +2. Sorry. So, 20.
Whoa. You know he's charming you. People all around you are reaching for the drinks. This party's weird, y'all.
This guy's a con, man. Yeah.
Make your investigation check.
Yeah, because, I wasn't going to accept a drink from this person willingly.
Yeah, you notice that it's different than it was earlier. Add 7 to your roll.
So that'll be 17 plus 6, 23 plus 7, 30.
At level 1? At level 1.
I rolled a 17 and I got a plus 13 because I have plus 6 to investigation. He gave me a plus 7.
My goodness. These drinks are glowing pink with enchantment magic. They've been spelled with the sleep spell.
Cal decks him.
What?
Yeah.
You punch him in the face?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. The 6'5" tall, 200-pound half-elf Tanager Goodfellow crumples to the ground. The party guests gasp.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, I mean, this guy was charming people, trying to get them to drink. Like, I wasn't gonna fall for his thing a second time. I fell for it earlier today. Is this guy unconscious? Or like...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna say, y'all, looks like this party's over, but if you guys want to continue, let's have a better party. Throw all your drinks on the ground, smash them, I don't care. There's a new sheriff in town.
Gasps all around the room as when you point out that the drinks are spelled. Other people, now aware of it, confirm what you said. And, Cal,
Yeah.
there's a 6'11" tall half-orc with a greenish complexion, wearing an Angora scarf and a shark-tooth necklace and an equally as large as them suit. Gal! And he gives you a big hug, and he looks at those drinks that your friend threw on the ground, and he says, well, that's a sleep spell.
Yep. Hey, did you see me deck this guy? That was cool, huh?
He gives you a high five, so proud of his adopted grandson.
Yeah, but I had to dock her twice because she didn't do it.
Kit, what are you up to?
I've got a load of fruits and I'm sitting in a quiet corner eating them all.
The pseudo-dragon is eating them with you.
Yes.
You're both finally being fed for the first time today.
I'm also feeding my fish in the bucket.
The fish is fed, Kit is fed, the pseudo-dragon Penny is fed. Crud says, well, I can wrap this up here. Just your standard thieves guild trying to get people to fall asleep so they can take their jewels.
Yeah, if he has a couple more black guys before you get him locked up, I ain't see nothing.
I'm glad you recognized the sleep spell. I don't know what we would have done without you. Well, get on out of here and we'll handle the paperwork. Your job starts in the future, future sheriff. And he tips his Angora scarf to you, future sheriff.
Hey, listen, I mean, Kit, you've seen what the Fire Breathing Kittens is like. It's your choice if you want to join them or not. I mean, I could certainly use your skills. We could all certainly use your skills. It's up to you.
Yeah, she needs your skills. I have a page and a half here. You know what? This is really 2 pages.
Well, choice is yours, Kit.
Now, remember, if you do join, there is a mandatory sexual harassment seminar tomorrow.
I'm not going.
Mandatory.
I've got an election I gotta get to.
Well, then you have volunteered for the advanced education techniques.
Sure, let's call it that.
Well, as long as I can get some stuff for wires and components out of it, then I don't see why not. It could be interesting.
Okay. Sometime later, you all travel to the port city of Nickemway together. Cal and Avarice, as returning members, the moment you enter the doorway of the guild hall, familiar voices call out to you. You're back. We held you are making trouble in Dingen. Coming down the stairs from the second story, finally, Kit, someone your height, a 2-foot-tall elderly dwarf, pauses on the landing and calls out to Kit. A new recruit, are we? Glad to have you on board. Where do you want your tattoo?
Cliffhanger.
And with that, with you joining the Fire-Breathing Kittens, we'll end today's adventures. Goodbye, everybody. Joining us today were Kit.
There's a new fish in my bucket.
And Super Crud.
Well, that was different.
Ava.
There's a new sheriff in town. And I heard she's quite the devil.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Congratulations on foiling the con artist and stopping them from stealing everyone's valuables during the party at the mansion. The grateful crowd pitched in and gave you each 100 gold as a thank you. Also, congratulations for getting that corrupt sheriff out of office. Because you're able to walk around in the bog near the town without getting fined for trivial misdemeanors, you're able to take your time, explore, and find loot. Please each roll a d6, we'll do this after the game, to possibly get some bog loot that includes an alchemy jug, dust of dryness, gloves of missile snaring, Kyog Tum's ointment, the filter of love, or the potion of diminution.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Welcome to the promotion swap part of the podcast. This is when we read a promotion from a podcast, hoping that they do the same for us. If you've got a podcast and you'd like to do a promotion swap, let us know. Send us an email. All right, here we go. Have you heard of the podcast called Vigil? For years, Hero Trackers has covered the biggest news in the world of superpowered heroics. What we didn't know is that some of the most influential cases all had one thing in common: Vigil. Join Maria Kennedy as she uncovers who Vigil was and the impact he had on some of the most well-known supers of our age. Vigil, an audio fiction superhero thriller in 10 parts. Produced by Button Podcasts in collaboration with All In Productions. Check out Vigil, the audio fiction podcast.